What's up, JB? Echo. I don't know. Figure I'd give it a shot since CT went down. Went on. Whose panel did I go on earlier? The hell's her name? Shit. Natalie. I don't know if you guys saw that, but Natalie's been around for a while. And she used to be a conservative, so it's so weird to scroll by and see them all as liberals. Super weird. Whole panel of converted MAGA. Well, converted conservatives, anyway. What's up, Messy?
Hi.
Hi.
Did she just end? I was having so much fun.
Yeah, she just ended. Well,
let's invite 4 more years.
4 more years.
It was fun.
Those people were crazy. I did follow them.
Should invite them.
Wait, I don't know if that saves it at the top or not.
We need some new MAGA talent.
Oh yeah, CT's here.
What's up, guys?
Hi.
I'm going to spend time with Bryn.
Well, she's actually trying to get the baby to sleep, but I hate to say this, but you were right about something, and it fucking sucks. So they had a tuck tail on this one. I really felt like arguing with MAGA today, or like opposite views. I just wanted to like walk it down, go through it, tear it up. But my panel just kept fucking shitting on people, making fun of them, running them out. And I was just like, God damn it. Like, if I'm actually in a mood to fucking tear through an argument and make a point about something, some of my people on the panel didn't let that happen. And I realized how fucking annoying that was. And I was like, I'm that fucking guy from Mojo. God damn it.
CT was looking in the mirror today. CT was looking in the mirror today.
I was so fucking mad.
With the man in the mirror.
As it was happening, I was like, fucking Mojo was right. God damn it. Like, I was so fucking mad.
That's fucking awesome.
Well, honestly, you can do what you do and talk to liberals, but then when you want to argue with a conservative, you can go to other panels. However, it is a lot easier to argue with conservatives on your own panel because you have control of the mute button.
I know. No, it was just the last conversation me and you had where you asked me, like, is your only thing on TikTok is like make fun of people, make them feel like shit and get them to leave? And I said, well, I am pretty good at it. That was weighing on my mind a bit. And then like, I picked a day where I was like, wait, I actually do want to talk to people and fucking tear through it. And then I realized like there were people acting like I always do, where it's like, no, fuck them, shit on them, fuck them. And like, I was like, God damn it. And they just kept leaving. I was like, I'm never going to get to this conversation I want to have.
Right. Well, and that's the part that like I agree with people on, like, because I love UCT. I think your views are spot on. I like listening to you, your views on things, but like when you get on one, it does become annoying, and not like you're annoying, but like I know that you're better than that. So to me, it just feels like, what are you doing? Like, you could be actually changing someone's mind right now, but instead you're just fucking shit up.
Nah, I
like
appreciate
Ricky in it.
I appreciate that, Ash, because yeah, it hit me today, and I've always been like, I need to realize it for myself kind of person, and today was that day where I was like, fuck, this is what Mojo was talking about. Okay. So yeah, if I want to go just be an asshole, I got to join their panels, not fuck up somebody else's.
Okay, stop centering yourself, CT. Big Papa, can we please have your age?
Big Poppy.
Hey guys, I'm 25. I live in Connecticut, and I voted for Harris.
Damn it! I thought with your name you were a MAGA.
Steele, by the way, I did try and talk to that libertarian. Did you put him
Mhm.
I saw Steele come in the room. I just want to let you know I did try and talk to that libertarian guy. I did request up, but he never got to me before he left. So I will. I would have a conversation with him. Though he seems pretty cool.
I heard you went MAGA hunting tonight.
Yeah. Well, I just went and hung out with Natalie. Natalie used to be a big conservative. I know when I first started, she was running all conservative panels, and she was kind of a jerk all the time. But her and her friends have all switched. They all voted for Trump last year, or year before last, I guess, or whatever it is. But all of them are against Trump now, and now they're arguing with Trumpers.
No shit. I am seeing a lot of that.
I was genuinely like confused when I saw your name pop up down the line. I was like, oh, Mojo's somewhere else. And I went Mojo hunting and I checked you out and I was like, this is a fucking liberal ass panel. What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
It really was, but all of those people are voted for Trump, like all of them.
That's crazy.
So I got up on the panel and asked him. I said, "Did you guys all just convert, or are you just anti-Trump now?" And they're like, "No, I think we're liberal now. We're going to go ahead and vote for Democrats in the midterms and probably the next presidential election." Like, wow.
Do they follow Nick
Fuck
Fuentes?
yeah.
Are they Nick Fuentes followers?
I don't
Are they
know.
that far right?
I feel like they still consider themselves conservative.
They do, but they're definitely not Trumpers.
No,
Well,
definitely
we'll
not
see.
this administration.
We'll
You're
see.
probably realizing that Republicans and MAGA are not the same, which seems obvious, but like, you know, even Republicans will say this, Democrats obviously will point this out, but Trumpers don't get it. But like, I feel like they're starting to get it. Like, oh, right, I was a Republican and my party was hijacked by an extremist fucking crazy person. No, I'm not that. I feel like they're starting to wake up to that.
Okay, I'm also going to spill some tea here. I don't know if anybody hasn't heard the Danielle Slayer tea.
Oh yeah,
You guys,
crazy.
you guys have all heard it.
I have not. I want to hear it.
Okay, somebody I guess went on Danielle's panel last night or night before last or something like that, and then did some AI screen capture of her and Slayer both topless, and then posted it and ran like a whole live around it, saying that, look, you can get 600 viewers if you go naked on stream.
yeah, it's fucked up.
It's so
Shit
fucking
like that.
fucking
Yeah.
insane.
So they got that account banned today, and it's obvious. They said it's AI. I'd assume it's AI. I can't imagine that they would do that. So that's kind of the tea that was going on, or the drum that was going on earlier with Slayer and Danielle.
Yeah,
In case you hear it or
I was in there for a while, and like, dude, I ain't gonna lie, like, I know we've given some shit to Danielle before for like the whole drama live thing, but you're like, god damn, dude, fucking people come for her on a whole different level.
Yeah, that's fucked.
That's fucked, dude. Like,
Yeah.
that's fucked.
I respect Danielle a lot. I think that she does allow the drama panels, which I don't enjoy. I always scroll out of them. But like when she stands up and she's like, "No, this is fucking bullshit. This is what I think." I always love her for that. I think she's like on the right side of history.
Well, when we have to go to Canada to have freedom of speech, what's that tell you?
Canada's the free country in the Western Hemisphere.
So, no, I feel for Danielle. I hope that she sticks around. I'd seen some people had said like she wasn't going to do shit anymore, but like, I hope she doesn't. Yeah, like I said, her lives are just a little bit too late for me most nights, but I used to go there quite a bit. And it was nice not having a filter on to have conversations.
Bryn, I didn't say it was hot tea. I said iced tea is fine. I don't know. I ran
sweet,
live
though.
all day. I didn't hear about any of that shit.
It's sweet tea. Oh, I did.
Sweet.
I heard about it. And then, somehow someone made it all about them, someone else, because there was someone that was on the panel today that didn't stand up for the Jewish people and allowed them to say that it was a Zionist that did it, and somehow interpreted that to the panel saying that it was the Jews that did it. And then this person on the panel didn't stand up for the Jews, and now they've been demoted from their platform, this person's platform, and they're no longer friends.
That
You're
did
talking about
not
Matt.
fucking happen.
Yeah,
You're talking about Matt at 1 cent.
Wait, now you got. I don't. Are you talking about Penny and ETR? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Wow.
Wait. Hold on. So let me get. I only get the news of this because, like, again, I will never fucking go into or follow that trash shit. But so I heard there was a fallout between Penny and ETR, right?
Yes.
And so because ETR didn't defend the fact it wasn't a Jewish person, Penny said he got demoted.
She demoted him, and then she told him, "Have fun in your live tonight. It's a shame your largest or your biggest gifter won't be there."
Bro.
Wow.
So ETR burned bridges with fucking Radio and Penny. Damn.
Probably accidentally, I would imagine.
Yeah,
Well-
but he's got Danielle now, so
Well, he has Danielle and he also has Nemo a lot, so he'll be fine.
I got you guys.
Yeah.
That's right.
How does that make me
Wah.
feel?
Womp womp.
Sorry, we're nobodies, buddy. We do our best.
Hey, I was best panelist of 2025. Okay, shit.
I know that was like so last year.
That was so 2025.
Until there's another one, I'm the reigning bitch. Okay.
Well, that's coming soon, I suppose. I suppose we're all losing our places.
Well, I will say oh yeah, gift goal. I've tried joining some bigger leftist panels, and then every time I do, I get messages from people who be like, "Oh, by the way, this person has a whole controversy going on." I'm like, "God damn it!" Like, I can't figure out who to fucking connect with to make friends with. Fucking sucks.
Listen. Being liked by everybody is a horse job. Okay, you can't.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. I mean, you team up with the people who are
Hey.
like-minded.
Is there something wrong with being a whore? What's
No.
wrong with you?
No, there's not.
Yeah,
That's
whore
a-
out.
That's an important commodity in our society. Come on, Messi.
There's ETR now. You should mod him, Mojo.
Yeah,
Oh,
mod him right
no,
now.
Definitely mod him up.
Replace his mod powers. Make him the all powerful.
Well, I heard he hates Marxists too.
Wait, ETR's a
No.
Marxist hater?
He's not.
ETR,
is
get
like,
up here.
like the chillest. He's like the chillest dude. Like he has opinions, but like he's chill. Like he would be a good mod.
Dude,
I still don't know
No,
why I'm not a
I'm
mod.
afraid they're gonna try and like make me naked and shit. I don't want to fucking. Nobody wants to see that shit.
Bro,
dude, I
you
have
already
always
have.
stuck with ETR because ETR has never lied about who he is. He's just like, you guys want to talk shit? Talk shit. That's why I've always liked him.
Yeah,
Give me
I'm a
money
fan.
too. The whole grifter thing.
No, but he's transparent about it. He's like, I need money. Give me money.
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing
No,
wrong with that at all.
Apparently, Penny's given him thousands of dollars. I
Thousands.
can't imagine giving anyone on this app thousands of anything.
Well, she's gotten a lot too, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, Zio's fucking pay out, right?
I mean, she's getting paid by.
Yeah. She gets all kinds of gifts on her account. So
Yeah, if you only chase gifts, you'll get the A1 too.
is he in here?
He was. He scrolled. I don't know if he still is.
That's all right.
He probably don't want to be seen.
He's like, they're talking about me. I'm out of here.
Mojo's the enemy. FPS, can I get your age and who you voted for?
Yeah. 21 and I didn't vote.
I follow him, but I don't remember him, so this could be interesting.
Why didn't you vote?
One moment. Sorry.
Oh, somebody's eating.
Thank you for not doing it on the microphone.
Yeah, kudos.
Somebody else is supposed to come up. Somebody said something about crabs. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Crab cakes.
Oh, also, Mojo, thank you for coming live earlier and sending the heart me and gifting and stuff. Appreciate that.
Oh yeah, I was hanging out there after I left Natalie's, or after Natalie shut down. I was just hanging out, and I totally forgot I hadn't done the heart me until a little while later. So I was in there for a while. I was listening to you guys. I don't know. And I was waiting to see if you got any conservatives on the panel. If you did, I would request up. If you didn't, I wasn't gonna. There's a bunch of liberals.
I think FPS is a Nick Fuentes follower per his profile.
Ooh.
If he decides to come back, that was interesting.
Yeah. I am going to try something different tomorrow, Mojo. I'm going to try a smaller guest to see if I can maybe get people up with opposite views. And I know that you have to be on camera to do that, which sucks. I hate being on camera because obviously, like, I'm so pretty. I don't want people there because I'm attractive. I want people there because of my mind.
Jesus.
You don't want to distract
Sucks.
them.
Yeah, I wish people wouldn't give me pretty privilege. I want them to be there for my thoughts, not my sexy face.
Yeah, no, I know.
You and Messi both, for sure.
Yeah.
I often agree with Mojo's political views because of his sexiness.
Look, I only got as far as I did because of my face, okay?
It's true. If me and Messi ran a live together, both on camera, we'd probably break TikTok. I'm not trying to do that. I just want to have a fucking conversation about, social democracy. That's all I want to do.
I should probably start going on camera again at some point. I just, I don't know.
Yeah, what
why'd
happened,
you quit
Mojo?
doing
You
that?
were, yeah.
It definitely helped. I mean, you can't say it didn't.
No, and I could set it up like right away, but I just don't. I haven't felt like it.
You know why? Let me mansplain you, Mojo. Mojo has a problem with being on camera because when he is in the zone with his game, he's gonna forget that he's on camera. Then he's gonna be worried about that he might do something like make a stupid face or pick his nose.
Pick my nose. Yeah.
Yeah. If you forget you're on camera, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
All right. I apologize. I had
That's
to
okay.
finish my
One
food.
second, though. 1 second.
My bad. I
And I
just
have
put
a
my
question
headphones
for
back
you.
in.
All good. Grunkle, can we have your age and who you voted for, pretty please?
Grunkle's back.
Okay, good.
I'm a whole
Back
half a
again.
century years old, young lady, and I voted for Big Daddy Trump.
And what state might you be residing in?
I reside in the Great Red Volunteer State of Tennessee.
Oh, hell yes, sir. I'm from Mount Juliet. Have you ever heard of it?
I have been through there, yes.
Yeah. Good shit. Good shit.
Messi, do you remember Power Man?
Yeah.
That's Grunkle.
No way.
Same guy.
Who?
I don't think it is.
No. Well, if it's not, they're identical fucking twins with the same ideology.
Yeah, no, that I agree with. I don't think it's the same people because I followed this guy and Grunkle's new to me.
Big Daddy Trump.
Well, they say you got a twin out there somewhere,
We all do.
Doppelganger.
Yeah,
Can you explain to me why you would call him Big Daddy?
Because he's not just any daddy. He's the Big Daddy, the HNIC, son.
Oh, so gross.
HNIC. Can you tell us what that means?
No.
They had nice.
Please don't. I know exactly what it means.
No, yeah, say it.
You don't
know
what I'm going to say.
Yeah, say it.
The head nice guy in charge.
Right.
Head nice guy.
Head nice.
Yep.
Donald Trump, he's always been known as being a nice guy.
That's what I always heard it stands for,
Yeah, Donald Trump's always been known as being a nice guy.
No, he's an asshole.
Those nice guys, they love grabbing, women by the pussy and shit like that.
Wait,
I don't know.
if you like him for that, being a nice guy, then why do you like him? You just called him an asshole. What are you talking about?
We lost FPS. What the hell?
Well, HNIC is just a term of endearment. But yeah, he's an asshole.
Well, Grunkle, I remember talking to you before where you ever said that, like, if American lives were lost, especially in our military, that'd be your red line. That'd be your saying, your line in the sand.
I have never said that.
You have said that.
I have
You
never.
said it
I don't
many,
know
many
who the
months
hell
ago.
you're talking about. No.
Wait, so you agree that we should get boots on the ground in Iran?
I'm probably going to have to eventually.
Okay,
Fuckers
so
won't cooperate.
we're going to lose a lot of American lives for no fucking reason. You okay with that?
Predictions.
It's
what are
not
you turning into Sister Cleo right now?
Well, no, it's not
right before our
predictions.
eyes?
You know what the war games are, right?
You're literally making a prediction right now, sir.
No, war games are something that our government does on predictive outcomes, right? They use technology. They use past. Yeah, even the current administration, they use war games. They do it every year.
Right.
We're estimated if we get boots in the ground in Iran to actually overthrow the IRGC, we'd lose somewhere close to like anywhere between 25 and 35,000 troops. You okay with that sacrifice?
Yeah, it'd be fine.
Okay. Well, then again, this administration's no different than Lord Farquaad from Shrek. Some of y'all may die, but that's a price I'm willing to pay.
Yo, this is high-level political analysis, dude. I'm glad to be front row.
It is what it is, my good man.
Okay, you signing up, or they raised the eligibility age? You can get in there.
No, I'm 50 years old. Shit.
Wait, you can go volunteer as
in the military right now.
Bullshit. You can go volunteer as mercenary.
Besides, I have bone spurs. I can't go in. They rejected me years ago.
You know what, Grunkle? My son just got diagnosed with inoperable bone spurs. It's been tough, but we're getting through it. We're going to get through it.
It is weird.
That's not what the military told me.
It is weird that people are always wanting to sacrifice somebody else's kids. Always seem to be on the right. It's weird.
FPS, do you support the war in Iran?
Yeah, no, not really. I actually came to ask Mojo a question. That was my
How did I do?
Yeah, I mean, you did. I don't know if you did anything. I heard through the grapevine that you know, your Discord is full of degenerates and you know, crazy people who run vicious ad homs when they disagree with somebody.
Wait, FPS, who are you in the Discord?
I'm not in Mojo's Discord, but I just heard from a few different people that, you know, speaking of, you know, making fun of somebody's kids. I think Mojo knows what I'm talking about, but you know, he walks among real degenerates, is what I heard.
Yeah,
Wait,
did you hear from like Amen and Crustable and shit?
Listen, man, I'm not here to drop names. I was just wanted to
I'll
ask
take that as a yes. I'll
that.
go ahead and take that as a yes. I don't know what kids post that you're talking about. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
I'm just saying, man.
Well, no, FPS.
My Discord, wishing death upon someone's child is a little crazy. I know you didn't do it, but
I'm sorry, FPS. That's never happened in Mojo's Discord. There's a link in his profile. You're welcome to go scroll through all the fucking tabs and threads.
Yeah, you can search it.
Never happened. That's never happened.
I don't know. I have on pretty good authority that you know a few people in that Discord that are pretty active.
Prove it.
Prove it. I'm not in the Discord. I just wanted to ask Mojo.
I just told you to go join. I'll send you a
Listen, I just wanted Mojo's take on it. I just wanted his 2 cents, you know?
It is an open Discord. You are welcome to join. It's pretty boring the vast majority of the time, honestly.
Yeah, FPS, you also have to realize, like, your reliable source that you're talking about is people like Crustable, that every time he gets drunk and a woman disagrees with him.
I don't know who Crustable is.
Sure. Well,
and
I'm going to say it either way, right?
I'm cool with America Amen. He's a pretty chill guy, but I didn't hear it from him either.
Yeah.
You know,
so again, no, this is something that's actually getting spread around, which is fucking hilarious. I thoroughly do enjoy it, given the fucking lack of credibility that there is to it.
Wait, this is being spread around by just
this guy? This is no, it's not by him. This is the second time I've heard it. Actually, I heard it on American Amens as well. But yeah, it is funny because I do think it's coming from drunk kids. I think it's drunkable. But it's only because he did threaten to actually dox Sister Sue's husband in the military. It's because he threatened to actually dox fucking Laura. Like the guy has a history.
I don't know who you're talking about. Who is?
And then you've got American Amen. Yeah,
who
then
is
you've got American Amen, who's trying to write a fucking computer program to be able to self-recognize people's voices, use that with imagery to actually fucking track down who they actually are. Another doxing mechanism. It's weird, the projection that's coming through.
Just say you're not productive. America Amen. A pretty cool dude. He's definitely his fucking marketer for this. He's definitely not attacking or verbally attacking people's children, which is what I heard is going on.
Is he trying to dox people? Is he trying to dox people?
But listen,
he's trying to take their voices voices and their images and find out exactly.
If Mojo says that's not happening, then maybe I have to take him at his word. I just heard
American
that,
is basically a fucking Nazi.
You know?
All right, hold on, you guys. You don't have to take me at my word. Like I said, my Discord is open. I do have the link in the bio. You can go in and check it out and search for whatever messages you want.
So if I scroll through your Discord, I'm not going to see chat history of somebody wishing death or harm upon Hale Innocent's child, or saying crazy shit to him.
Hale's kid? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, every time, listen, we disagree with Hale for a long time, and we've done nothing but congratulate that motherfucker on having a child because we think his perspective is going to change once that child's in this world.
Listen, all I heard is somebody was making fun of his unborn child,
there was a
distasteful
comment
comments.
Wait, there was a comment made, but it was made here on a live, and that was addressed immediately.
Wait, but hold on. You're talking about
what was the comment? Just out of curiosity, what was said again? I just want to refresh my memory.
All right, I'll tell you. It was somebody that asked if Hale thought he was going to be able to take care of his kids without the use of the state. His new kid.
Oh,
that's not what I heard. That's not quite what I heard.
That was
let him finish the story.
Well, that was the question that was asked. And then Hale responded to it in some way, shape, or form. Nobody ever wished death on the child.
Oh, okay.
It's live. As a matter of fact, if you know what day it was, it's on fucking YouTube as well. You can go watch it.
Yeah, wait a minute.
None of the shit's hidden.
Wasn't this the conversation about where Hale was against social welfare programs and then said that he'd be using social welfare programs to take care of his child?
It was something like that.
I just heard that somebody brought up his kid as leverage to attack his perspective on welfare and monarchy. And in my opinion, that's a bit of a distasteful thing to do. I don't think.
And it was dealt with. And if you have an issue with it, or you want to see exactly what happened, it is on YouTube. You can go watch it.
Well, and it's really funny, too, because whenever it comes to practical application of these fucking extreme ideologies, the second you go, well, how does this affect you family? All of a sudden that's an issue. Realizing how it will actually affect you in reality is a fucking problem.
And, typically when you're debating economic or political systems, you don't bring up somebody's unborn child.
This is fucking TikTok, bro. This is the internet. If you're gonna fucking cry about it, then get off of it.
Listen. A lot of people I see up on Mojo's live sometimes, not all of them, and maybe not Mojo himself, claim to be, very good faith debaters, and then, through the rumor mill, as America Amen says, everybody's attacking Hale and his child. It seems a little bit.
Wait.
I've never been good faith.
So what if I say that I don't believe that women should be able to vote, and the fact that I have 3 daughters, and somebody goes, well, how's that going to affect your 3 children?
That's a little different. No, I think that's
exactly what the conversation. That's exactly what the conversation was.
As direct of a comparison as you think it is.
How would you know? You haven't heard it. You just said so yourself. So up here? Are you up here with fake outrage, or are you up here with information from the conversation?
No, I'm not up here with fake outrage, and I'm not here to be accusatory. I just saw that Mojo was live, and I was like, well, why don't I go ask the man himself about what happened? Because
how weird to be outraged by a fucking Twitter fucking post.
Oh, what a weird thing to do. I'm not outraged. I'm sitting very comfortably, just trying to get the information straight, man.
Yeah, calm fake outrage is still fake outrage.
You guys,
he's just being a good friend. Okay?
Yeah, it's fine. I have no issues with the way it was dealt with and what happened. Like I said, if you want to go see it, you can see it. It's all
right.
If you actually cared, anything. Yeah, if you actually cared outside the idea of being again fake outrage, definitely look into it.
Yeah, just ask Hale what the day was, and you can go check out the video, and you can fast forward and whatever you need to do to go find this particular area it was done at. I think he had just come up on panel when it happened, but I remember the conversation that you're talking about specifically.
Interesting. It's not fake outrage, by the way, but
it sounds like fake outrage.
There's not really any outrage at all.
I think it is. I think it is. I think I adjusted with Hale as well, because I think Hale just blew it way out of proportion. I think somebody
I
was
don't think
simply
he.
questioning him. I think somebody was simply questioning Hale on if he's living off the state right now. Uh, that person hopes that he can take care of his kid as well with the money
Yeah,
he's
that
getting from the
seems.
state.
Yeah, that seems like if it doesn't take that much reading into it to draw a conclusion from that. Like, oh, Hale, you're living off state welfare, right? Like, how do you plan on feeding your child? Like, oh, I hope your welfare gets taken. Oh, like, it doesn't exactly take a
Wait,
genius to
nobody
read
said they
between the
hope his
lines
welfare
there.
gets taken. Nobody said
Wait,
they
what are you
hope his
talking
Yeah,
welfare
but
about?
gets taken.
it's an obvious implication.
No,
FPS,
it's not. See, now you're
FPS.
reading into a conversation you
I
didn't
just
even
feel
fucking
like
see.
you guys are kind of making it seem like
Wait,
a
how
benign
wild is it that you're
comment
reading? How wild is it that you're reading into a conversation you didn't even see?
or a banal comment. Maybe that would be a better word for it. But
FPS, if I said that I don't think that anybody should have their dominant hand anymore, you should cut it off. And then I tell people like, wait, why can't you go do the job that are required in this world?
dude, this analogy is
That's
blowing my
stupid.
mind right now.
Yeah, yeah. Again, if you're against the welfare state while living off the welfare state, I think it's okay for somebody to ask, like, how are you going to provide for your child that's on its way? That's
Well,
not a fucking outlandish question.
this is where I have a problem with that.
This is pretty low, y'all.
Hale's. This is where I have a problem with that. Hale's not against the welfare state. As a matter of fact, he wants everybody to be taken care of their basic needs.
I do as
Yeah,
well.
but he
So
thinks
everybody,
he thinks
or
that
just
it's
like a
going to
specific
happen
type
by
of
some.
people?
No, everybody. He does want a monarchy. He does want some sort of a serfdom, well, some sort of hierarchy anyway. But he wants everybody to have free education. He wants everybody to have health care. He wants everybody to have food and shelter.
Yeah, but he thinks that's going to
Serfdoms
happen
are just
through some
slavery.
sort of
Okay, you can call it what
what's
you
the
want. I'm
word?
just saying you can't criticize him for a welfare state because he's okay with taking care of it.
Well, I don't know. I actually won't even speak on it because I don't want to misrepresent his position. But yeah,
Well, I've had
His-
conversations with him about it.
Yeah, his position is that he wants a monarchy, but he believes that there's going to be some sort of like what's the word? Some sort of king who is a good king and
Benevolent
is going to
Benevolent.
but thank you, benevolent dictator who's going to just like take care of everything and everything's going to be fine. He's not going to be corrupt or anyone around him will be corrupt or do anything corrupt. And that's the problem.
Why you're saying this in like a skeptical tone, as if it's impossible for a monarch to grant universal health care to his subjects. You know,
It's
just
not,
as
it's
you
highly
say,
unlikely though.
Subjects?
why is it highly unlikely? Why would that be highly unlikely?
Well, the only reason it's highly unlikely right now is because I would frame it in today's world, which is a capitalistic world. And if you are going to
Why are you framing it in today's world if we're talking about like a hypothetical that may exist far into the future? Like, just in principle, why is it highly unlikely that a monarch would not grant his subjects universal health care? Why do you have to add these detractors that exist today?
Hold on. Even if I agreed that he would grant universal health care and do good things for society, it doesn't mean that that's going to last forever. The problem is
why not?
Because he's going to go away one day and someone is going to inherit that position.
That's a different problem.
Yeah.
No, it's
That's
not.
a problem of secession.
If you have,
No.
It
is an inherent problem with the system.
No, that's not true. If you have a sound system of succession, you will be able to appoint
How do
another
you have a
qualified
sound
monarch.
system of succession?
I mean, I would argue the best way to do it would be to cut out a lot of the current voter base that exists in America, or maybe even the vast majority of it.
Well, actually, you know what? I'm actually kind of cool with this because this is what the DSA is pushing for. They want to have a parliamentary system that actually implements who the fucking prime minister is by choice of the parliament. Maybe I'm not so against what they're saying. They actually sound more like DSA than most fucking liberals.
I've tossed around a few possibilities about how to carry out succession if a monarch dies or is assassinated.
Maybe we could have something like, I don't know, an electoral college?
Yeah.
That nominated
a monarch?
Can monarchs only be men? Or can a monarch also be a woman?
I don't think.
Yeah.
No, a monarch obviously cannot be a woman.
Why?
No
Why
woman
not?
allowed.
It wouldn't
Wait,
be
hold on. I
privileged.
Their
don't think.
monarch
Wait,
was
hold
a
on.
queen.
Hold on. I don't think that's true. I think Hale's okay with a woman being chosen.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I
I'm
think so.
but
Are you?
like,
FPS?
you know, I in 99% of situations, I would not want the monarch to be a woman. But my honest answer is it depends on what she believes. I just have very little faith that a woman would ever hold.
Well, what she believes doesn't matter. It
Monarch.
comes down to where she was born. So, welcome to whatever her beliefs
This
are.
isn't true.
Okay,
This
okay.
isn't
Well,
true either. I
Holy
listened-
owned. That was a mega owned by ChatCT. Holy cow.
Wait, none
gosh.
of this is true. I'm sorry. I just sat there and listened to. I listened to Hale and his entire ideology when he and Grumble were having that conversation, and what he wanted is a whole bunch of different levels in the hierarchy. You could move up levels, but you'd have to get approval from the levels above you, and you'd have to live a virtuous life to be able to move up levels. The aristocracy would be the one that actually picks the king or the replacement for the king, but you could actually move up to be an aristocrat if you are so qualified to do so.
Yeah, generally speaking, I agree with that. And I don't really have an issue with a woman being a monarch. I just have, like I said, I have very little faith that a woman would ever be able to, quote unquote, rise through the levels in the way that a man would, and hold the values that I would prefer she held.
Why do you think that women don't hold similar values?
Because he's so edgy. He's so edgy and cool.
Well,
Well,
maybe
no,
just
I wanna
because
hear his
statistically
Maybe
they
for
don't.
postmenopausal.
Women are more
Guys.
women and men are more politically diverged in this country than they've ever been. Like, why would I?
He might be an asshole, but I'll say that Hale's got his shit well thought out, and had a lot of answers that when asked questions. So
No,
I don't
100%.
know
My
about this guy,
understanding of monarchy is much rougher than Hale's is.
Yeah.
That is
Team
his
Hale.
thing. Like, he loves monarchy. I am more like generally fond of it. I'm not really debating it. I just thought it'd be interesting to have a discussion about it.
For
I'm
sure.
not qualified to debate monarchy with somebody.
So
I just don't know enough about it.
FPS, do you believe in a hereditary monarchy?
No.
So, who would take power if it's not
Ineffective.
voted?
A hereditary monarchy would obviously never work.
Right. So, what kind of monarchy do you want if it's not hereditary?
I mean, like what Hale said, or maybe what America said.
A Republican monarchy.
Either of those sound plausible to me and effective. That could
Wait.
work.
All right.
Wait,
so,
what
American.
What is a Republican?
What's a Republican monarchy?
It's where our representatives select the monarch.
So, you want a parliamentary
Basically,
system?
what we have now.
We don't have a
No.
monarch right now.
The people vote now for the president. He wants to replace a president with a monarch and or a prime minister, which is
so
usually selected by.
I don't
the
know
people.
why Mojo told me my answers were inadequate, because that's kind of what I said. I said I want to cut out the vast majority of voters.
Well,
and
let's be clear. I didn't say that they were inadequate. I said I don't know about you yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I apologize.
I just don't know. We haven't had a conversation, so
I apologize, Mojo. I'm sorry. I came at you a little hard there.
Yeah, and FPS, no offense to you, but like you've already moved on from like hereditary monarchy. So the conversation
that's
kind of
just-
ends there. Like,
Yeah, hereditary monarchy just would not work.
we can go to American Amen, who wants a Republican monarchy, and I'm kind of curious how you get there. Is it by voting? Is it by selective grouping? How do you get it?
So we would have our representatives. I think the Senate probably would make the most sense. And the senators select a new monarch when the monarch's term is over.
Why wouldn't you want large population representation to make that decision?
Because people are stupid. Democracy is overrated.
Ooh, interesting.
Agreed.
So you're anti-constitutional.
I think that no, I like the idea. I would want a constitutional Republican monarchy. So I think it should be enshrined in the Constitution how the process works. Because you don't want the king like saying, "Okay, we used to have a Republican monarchy, and now we're going to have a hereditary monarchy."
When you say Republican, do you mean Republic or do you mean Republican Party?
No, like republic. So representatives.
What do you think a republic? You think a republic is representation?
Yeah. What do you think it is?
If that's true, why is Great Britain not a republic?
Yeah, they have better representation than the United States does.
Well, I suppose it's somewhat Republican. They have representatives, don't they?
No,
No,
they
it's
are
not
not
Republican.
a republic. It's not a republic.
Mojo,
not a Republican.
he keeps saying Republican.
I
There's no
know,
difference between Democrat
that's why.
democracy.
Wait, that's what I asked him. That's why I asked him if he meant Republican Party, and he said he meant Republic. And I'm asking you why Great Britain is not a republic.
You're saying there's a difference between being a republic and having representatives. I mean, that's fine.
Yes.
I could adjust it to say that's fine. I could adjust it to say a constitutional representative monarchy.
That would be
that's fine. Being a republic simply means that we're not a monarchy. That's all it means.
Yeah, and that would be a parliamentary system, which is what we're talking about. Parliamentary.
No,
models.
it doesn't matter. As long as you're if you have an executive, that executive is chosen in some other way than through heredity or through a monarchical system, I guess.
No, you know what's crazy to me is like Amen is literally arguing for what the DSA is arguing for by removing the Senate, getting better representation in the House by having more delegates that represent one per every 500,000 people.
No, American wants to get rid of the House and only have Senate so that the disproportional vote count lives on.
No, I think we need a. I think we need a
dissolve the
House.
Senate.
I think we need a House. We need a voice of the people, even if that voice is somewhat symbolic or advisory. We still need it.
Well, that would be the Senate, right? Talking about states representatives versus the American people, which would be an expansion of the House.
Well, the Senate is the Senate's more about federalism, that every state has an equal say.
Right,
and I think that's important.
But it doesn't represent the people,
I'm bored.
right? So
I'll be
if I have two representatives for 500,000 people in Wyoming, and I have two representatives for 40 million people in California, the fact they have an equal voice doesn't actually represent the American people. That's a disproportionate equal voice.
Yeah, I mean, the Senate is more of an aristocratic kind of body, or it's meant to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which is why we should abolish it.
No, I think it's important that the leaders of, the nation actually have a say, because they know what's actually going on.
America, can I ask you a genuine question?
So you don't care about American representation.
What do you think, I want you to answer as like genuinely as you can. What do you think the mean age of someone who represents their constituent should be? The mean.
Probably older, probably like 60s. I think.
Really? You think 60's the mean, bro?
Probably.
What?
Yeah. Hold on. Wait.
That's crazy.
Don't worry about the age. Why don't you want representation for the majority of Americans?
Well, that's what the House is for.
Yeah, but the House is capped at 435. If we actually had a direct representation of one per every 500,000, like the Constitution talked about, California would have fucking 80 representatives. Texas would have like 62. Ohio would have like 24. Florida would have like 27.
Yeah, it didn't scale with the population growth.
Yeah, so it's
Congress can change that anytime they want. We don't actually need an amendment for that.
Why don't they?
Oh, what happened?
Yeah, why don't they do that?
Oh, well, I think it's a logistical thing. I mean, it's not a very big location. I mean, it'd be difficult to buy back the size of Congress.
You think the House of Representatives isn't big enough to add a couple chairs in? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's really small. If you've ever been there, TV makes it look a lot bigger than it is.
Well, that's weird. We have a ballroom. We have a ballroom that can fit hundreds of people. Maybe we can take that over for the House of Representatives.
Hey, if you want to make a new Capitol that's like 10 times bigger, I'm down for it. Yeah. So it would be better. It would be better if our representatives.
Do you ever think of folding chairs?
People.
There's like a ground level. Maybe we could just add folding chairs. What do you think?
It wouldn't matter, man. Like you really would have to expand it.
So are you for that? The expansion? Of the House
that'd be cool.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
That makes sense.
And do you believe in abolishing the Senate because it doesn't have fucking direct equal representation?
No, the Senate is the embodiment of federalism and the aristocratic class, and that's important.
Yeah, we don't need that anymore, though. We've moved past that, right?
No. There's always going to be leaders of a nation, and those leaders need to get together and make decisions based on their understanding of how power actually works in the country.
Why would we have to have a class of people? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Civics.
Right. They get in the way of the will of the people, right? This is why the House of Lords.
That's their function, though. That's why they were created. So if we're going off of Americanism and America's the best, then it's serving its exact function.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why we should look at other countries for the betterment of representation of the people.
It's not just representation. It's like what actually works practically. The aristocrats need to have a voice in the government. Otherwise, things will go to hell.
You're saying
because they need to work things out between one another. Yeah,
Hold
they
on.
need to work things out between one another. Otherwise, it's going to be chaos.
I just want to make sure I'm hearing this right. The richest people need to have a voice because they are not represented well within our government.
Yeah, so if you excluded the people actually running the country, the businessmen, the leaders of society, whether it's culturally or economically, if you exclude those people, then we're just going to go to hell. Because you need to have people who understand how the country actually works.
So you're openly admitting that we're in an oligarchy.
Well, it's a mixed kind of government, right? We have the mob in the House.
No. You don't get to do the whole mixed
Senate.
government thing. You're admitting that the richest people in this world have an over-representation in our government because it's
the problem. Hold on.
Yeah, of course.
The issue is not though that they're rich. Like that is not the problem. People are going to be rich no matter what. I don't think that there's an issue with that. The issue is where their loyalties lie. Right? Like the fact that they don't really identify as Americans, they identify with the American dollar, but not much about this country. They aren't really tied up with the blood and soil of the nation.
Blood and soil.
Blood and soil.
Blood and soil.
Wow.
You sure did.
That's the issue. The issue is not that they're rich, but that they have no loyalty to the country.
All right, so we got a Nazi here. Cool, got it.
I'm not a Nazi. You can.
Yeah, you are.
You can. I'm really not.
No, guys, but he's right. They don't have loyalty to the country. They have loyalty to the money only.
No, Ash. No, Ash. This was a Nazi talking point back in 1938.
So because I used the word blood and the phrase blood and soil.
You notice he's over talking to me because he knows exactly where I'm going with this.
Dude, everybody knows that this is like a world, like a Nazi.
As soon as he's done spurting around, I'll explain this to you.
So why did you use it then?
Yeah.
Why? Because it's extreme. Listen, just because something is derived from a Nazi political philosophy doesn't necessarily mean that it's never applicable in any situation simply because of its point of origin.
To use that instead
we
of
found the Nazi.
something else. Why is that?
Just the one that popped into my head first.
Well, that's weird.
Well,
you didn't focus on
Let's engage with the actual point. So what's the actual point? Because I want to engage with your actual point.
Oh yeah, I think the issue is less that they have money, because I like the idea of hierarchy, especially one based on. We have this crony capitalism that I'm not a fan of, but to the extent that people acquire their wealth by merit of their own skills and hard work, I think it's a good thing that we can have a hierarchy based on, or at least semi-based on money to some degree. But the issue is not that they've acquired massive amounts of capital. The issue, my point earlier, was that, I'll say it again, right? You can call it a Nazi talking point, but they don't identify with the blood of the nation or its soil.
I have a question. Wait, hold on.
What is the blood of the nation?
I have a question. And it goes along with what B just said. Some of the Jewish people are some of the richest people in this country. Are you okay with them taking control?
Taking control?
Of everything. Yep.
No, I'm not.
Why?
I'm not.
They're the richest people here. They have the biggest investment in this country.
I didn't say that wealth automatically, just because you have wealth doesn't mean I trust you. Why would that be the case?
Then why are you protecting them?
I'm not protecting them. All I said was that wealth is not the issue. Loyalty is the issue.
When you're talking, hold on. When you're talking about these like wealthy people who, they run the country, but the real issue is they have no ties to the land, blood and soil, as you put it. Who are these people you're talking about?
I mean, not largely, but namely Jews.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You are a Nazi.
Yeah.
You are fucking.
I'm not. Listen, you have Hale up here. He would tell you the same thing, dude. So don't take a different.
You're over here getting offended that people talk about other people's kids, and you're a fucking Nazi.
Well, you guys are
all right. This is just all right. Like nice ad hom. You seem to have a very
Marxist. Yes, and I am not scared to say so. I'm not
You
scared
have
to
a
admit that I'm
very,
a
a very
Marxist.
high linguistic
You guys are
IQ. You've
scared to
really got me
admit that
wrapped
you're
around your
fascist.
finger
You
with
guys
the
are
ad
scared to
hominem.
admit. You guys are scared to admit that you're fascist. That's fucking wild. Just admit that
No,
you're a fucking
well,
fascist.
I'm not a fascist, but I would listen. I'm very public about my opinions. I'm not trying to hide anything.
You
Buddy,
are.
you're a
Yeah,
Nazi.
you
Say you're
are.
a
If you talk to
fascist.
any
Just
host,
be a Nazi.
any panel that I've talked on, I haven't talked much on this one, but everybody knows, at least everybody who knows me,
You're a
knows
Nazi?
that I'm America first. I'm a
Yeah,
Groyper.
you're a
Right?
Nazi.
That's who I
Groyper.
identify with. Like,
Yeah,
dude,
you're a Nazi, dude.
Okay, so can I ask?
yeah,
You're
this is an
saying that.
extremely, calling me a Nazi is a very
So
effective.
is it?
I'm
Is it
sorry to
only?
hurt your feelings.
You,
Jesus
by
Christ! Can
definition,
I get in
are.
here,
Dude,
please?
nobody, this is where, Chad, this is where you guys have it wrong. Nobody cares about that anymore, man.
Yeah, I know that. Then you
Nobody-
shouldn't care. Why are you getting
You
so
shouldn't
offended?
care. Yeah,
You're
I'm
just
not,
a fucking Nazi.
I'm not getting offended by nature of the
You
word.
are
I'm getting
offended.
offended because
I can
you're
hear
just genuinely misidentifying what
But
my
why-
core
but-
set of political
Buddy,
views
you're
are.
getting
FPS,
butthurt
they're
about
bad
being
people.
called a Nazi.
FPS. That's really what it
Like
comes
this
down to.
is
This is embarrassing.
I'm not like embarrassed
Just be
to
a
be called a
Nazi,
Nazi.
dude.
yeah. Just
All right,
own
you-
up to it, dude. Get over it. Get over
You
the
guys are
fucking
just
shit.
God damn, what are you
super
shying
bad
away
faith.
from?
Hold on, guys. Hold on, hold on.
Bad faith.
Hold on.
Holy cow.
Let's move past. Let's move past the veneer
One of the most
of
bad faith
Hey,
panels I've
FPS.
ever
No,
heard.
no.
Holy
Let me bring this. Let me bring this back.
God.
Let me
Holy
bring this
dude.
around because I know
Holy.
CT and Mojo won't.
Okay.
So let
I
me bring
bathe
this
in
back
Nazi
around.
tears.
Come
Go
on.
one person at a time, please.
I mean, evidently, jeez, man.
Let me bring this back around because I might be the only one who's gonna be able to. Okay, FPS. Listen, let's get past the whole Nazi stuff. What would you say your number one, your top core political value is?
Well, I mean, in what sense? Like, what's my main issue of interest?
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be immigration. I would say immigration is probably number one.
So, what is your concern with immigration?
Too many immigrants.
many immigrants?
And that isn't restricted by race. I just like there are too many people in the country coming into the country, whether it's legal or illegal.
So, are you okay? So you're concerned about the illegal stuff, but you also wish that we dialed back on the amount of legal immigrants.
Yeah, I'd say I am an immigration restrictionist.
Shut it
on all
down.
fronts.
And is that out of? Would you say that that's out of some sort of fear of like it's bore out of some fear? Do you think that there's not enough food and water? Do you think that
no, it's
we're
not a
gonna be too close
resource
to neighbors?
issue.
Like, what is the issue?
No. In fact, I think that totally shutting down legal immigration, any reasonable economist, illegal immigration, if you just want to talk about that, that is economically detrimental to the nation. But legal immigration, if we totally shut that down, like that would also be an economic detriment. I'm not really concerned. I'll simplify it. I would readily live in a smaller house, make less money, drive a car that isn't quite as nice if it meant that people were safer on subways in our major cities, that people could walk the streets.
So
in
he's
the
a
late hours of the
communist,
night.
actually. Sorry, he's a communist. You guys are wrong.
Well, but FPS, that's just short term. In the short term, we'd have a rougher
I'm trying to
economy.
simplify it a little bit because I don't want to rant to them about like economics of legal immigration. But
So, American, you agree
I
that
like
we
that
should
last thing you
nationalize?
said.
For fuck's sake!
Oh,
I've been trying to get in here, man.
Civics, get in there, bro.
Are you? Let's just answer it. Be straight up. Don't pussyfoot around it. Are you anti-Semitic?
Ooh, what does that mean? What do you mean?
Do you
Am I
dislike Jewish people?
on the basis of what?
I'm just asking you. Do you dislike
Of
Jewish
them being
people?
Jewish.
I mean, I
The
have
basis of
Jewish
them being
friends.
On the basis of their
I have
religion.
Jewish friends. Like,
On
I
the
have-
basis of
he
their
just-
religion.
if I dislike Jews on the basis of them being Jewish, then I wouldn't associate with them ever.
It's
Like,
easier
okay.
to just say no. You know that, right? Like you could have just said no immediately.
But what he's doing, is
But
he's
you
going to ask
didn't.
me if I'm. He's going to ask me if I'm anti-Semitic. I'm going to say no because I associate with Jewish people. I like a lot of Jewish people. But then he'll ask me about who I think is largely running our economy and government.
No,
and when
that's
I
not
say
what I was gonna ask.
Israel
You already said
and
that
Jewish
to us.
oligarchs, he's going to say, "Oh, so you are anti-Semitic."
No, that's not what I'm saying at all.
That's the train of thought that people typically go down.
Okay, well, have you met me before?
No, I'm
You're
just
in a whole
I'm
different
using
space here, kid.
I'm using my intuition.
Okay,
well, your intuition.
Why don't you try using your intelligence and listen to what the fuck I'm
Let's
asking?
see what happens then.
See now.
So you said earlier that you're like, I think that they're running the economy or whatever, but you also made it seem like they don't have any blood and soil, which would mean that they're probably immigrants or maybe first generation. But what about the Jewish population that have been here for multiple generations?
Yeah, I still think that not all of them, obviously, but largely, even if they do identify with the nation geographically, or even if their family has been here for a very long time and they just happen to have some Jewish blood in them, many Jewish people have a dual allegiance, and that's the problem. You know, they may have some allegiance to America, but if you put a lot of them on the spot, they will defer to what the Israeli government is saying, or what would be beneficial to Jewish people overall, rather than what would be beneficial for America, is my issue.
Right. But what is dangerous there is that you are excluding those that are Jewish, that disagree with Zionism and that disagree with the state of Israel.
No, because the thing is,
when you make blanket statements like all Jewish people, you're excluding that portion of the population that have been here for generations,
because
have been here for generations, are not Zionists and do not believe and do not support Israel. So what do you do about them?
Let's lower the blood pressure a few notches. There is an important distinction to be made between left-wing and right-wing Jewish political activists, we'll say, in that they have different short-term goals, but in the long term, they want the same thing, right? Which is safety for all Jewish people. The right-wingers obviously want Israeli hegemony in the Middle East, or hegemony. And the left-wing Jews want to encourage the diaspora so that Jewish people can go all over the earth and never be unsafe. But they both want, or maybe directly or indirectly, the downfall of Western civilization, at least the ones that are very politically active.
Hold on, pause it right there. This is fucking ironic, because I see like Zionist panels that say the exact same shit about Muslims. They basically regurgitate fucking Nazi talking points, but they put it on Muslims, which is crazy.
Argument? Rebuttal?
Wasn't really
your civic.
How do you rebuttal people who say that all Jews want the world to end?
Yeah, you double down on like I had said, the generations of Jewish people that have been here that are not Zionist and that just want to practice their religion. So,
but they want mass migration. They encourage economic migrants to come to the country, right? In order to increase the diversity, in order to increase the diversity in America.
Another Nazi talking point.
Hold on. They enjoy the diaspora, even if they don't agree with Israeli imperialism, and therefore they encourage economic migration to the country, thereby making America more diverse, thereby making Jewish people safer, right?
Okay.
That would be the problem with left-wing Jews.
Can you substantiate that?
What do you mean? You want me to bring you up a study that the U.S. government did on left-wing Jews in America?
Yeah, well, I didn't give them a political ideology.
I can send you probably 36 articles.
Sure.
Major.
But you put an ideology in what I said. I just said Jews that are anti-Zionist. You're immediately putting them in the camp of left wing.
They're the tip of the spear of leftism.
Have you ever? Yeah, are you kidding me? Have you ever met a left-wing Jew that is pro-Zionist? There's very few of them out there, and almost all right-wing Jews are pro-Likud party.
I've met plenty of Republican Jews that are not Zionists and are against the state of Israel and are very capitalistic.
Okay, can you substantiate that a large number of right-wing Jews are not Zionists?
Yeah.
The claim.
How?
You need to be able to substantiate your first claim.
Well, hold on.
You need to be able to substantiate.
My point is that when we're speaking about things like
you don't
this,
have any articles,
and you say something like, "Can you substantiate
I'll save you time.
that?"
Give me one other article.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
like,
give me an article
I'm gonna use Safari. I'm gonna go
immigration to the United States.
I'm gonna pull up
so that they can come and replace the beautiful white people in America. Give me that fucking article. Where is that article at?
See, we're becoming very agitated. I don't want this to go down
I'm
this
wondering
road.
where your proof is. You're making a huge claim. You're making a huge claim
about the right wing. About the right wing Jews. I actually disagree with you, man. Like, if you go to some person's live, like Scotty Boy, or if you think of someone like Stephen Miller, these people are all in on Western civilization. You mentioned that basically they're both against Western civilization. I disagree. I think you can be Zionist and American. You know,
sorry, I'll let you finish. Sorry.
Well, just that I think you're absolutely right about leftist Jewish Americans for sure, but the right wing guys they're pretty based, and I would give them a chance.
What I would say to that is, you know, like I said before, directly or indirectly, they may think, or at least, you know, put on a front that they are encouraging growth in Western civilization, and whether or not they publicly say they're Zionist, most right-wing Jews, most prominently like Ben Shapiro, for example, or what's his name, Larry Fink, another good example, they love the idea of economic migration to the United States. It's one of Ben Shapiro's oldest arguments against leftists who say that he's racist or something. Like, he wants lots and lots of productive workers to come to America in order to make the native population obsolete.
That's not solely a Jewish idea. I'm a fucking Marxist, and I want open immigration for any reason at all as well.
He thinks you're a Jew. From the Nazi talking point, he thinks you're a Jew.
No, I don't.
You make a good point, FPS, with the immigration issue. That I think you're right about right wing. Even right wing Jews, I think, are generally open, you know, happy with migration. Yeah, I mean that's fair.
Yeah, but
so you have that half of it.
There's a lot of people that are okay with open migration. I don't know what that is.
I didn't say that it was only Jews. There's plenty of neoconservatives, which was born of Jewish politicians.
That's not a unique aspect of Jewish people. Then,
no, it's not unique to them. What is unique about it is that the vast majority of right-wing Jews hold that belief. Non-Jewish right-wingers, you'll see a much more diverse set of beliefs on immigration.
I want proof of that. The vast majority.
I'll ask Scotty Boy. I'll ask Scotty Boy next time I see him. We'll see what he thinks about immigration.
I want evidence of that.
He's an American First Zionist. He runs really good lives.
Oh, I'd love to meet him.
He's 1,000% MAGA, 1,000% Western civilization.
Maybe I wouldn't like to meet him.
Western civilization. So I'm MAGA. I mean, there's variety within that.
To address your other point, America, about, like, you know, the right-wing Jews, it's not only the immigration issue, right? They want, like, economic migrants or whatever. They pursue Israel attaining hegemony throughout the Middle East. And in my opinion,
you're just making up fucking propaganda for Nazis right now.
Yeah, you've had this whole time to give me at least one of the 3 articles that you said.
I support Greater Israel. I mean, I think it's a
great
idea.
That's not the point. Stop talking, America. We want proof for what FPS is saying. FPS, do you have anything to back this claim? I don't care if you agree. Then you pull up a study too.
A study?
Yes, some sort of survey that says this is how right-wing Jews think.
Well, it's common sense that those of us who believe in who believe in power.
Sense is a meaningless term. Stop.
Well, all right, it's intuitive then. So those of us who believe in Western civilization,
intuitive is a meaningless term.
Extremely.
Right, so
it's just how you feel.
Okay, well, this is logic. Logic.
Really, actually.
What this is showing.
Logic. It is not logical.
But can I lay out the logic and you can disagree?
If you have no evidence, you have no logic behind what you're saying.
Well, so aren't the right imperialistic? Don't we believe that we should conquer the world and take its resources and make it productive?
Dumb fucks.
Well, most of us.
So
no,
my proof would be that you would be extremely hard pressed to find me one right-wing Jew.
That's not proof. Give me proof.
That doesn't believe in either mass economic migration or the Greater Israel Project or both.
Give me a survey. That's not proof to me. Saying you'd be hard pressed to find somebody? Sorry, that's not proof.
Hey, I'm sorry, sweetie, but they don't actually conduct.
No.
They don't actually. No.
Sweetie.
Okay, you don't get to say sweetie on my fucking panel to anybody, much less to women. That's never going to happen. If you say that again, I will boot you and block you. That being said, I don't care about your feelings, kid. I want facts.
The fact of the matter is that you would be extremely hard pressed to find.
So you don't have facts.
You have no survey.
You don't have facts. You only have feelings.
See, I like this. This is monarchy right here. This is Mojo exercising his dictatorial power.
I don't know what monarchy is.
tyrannical, though.
It's getting a little
Find
late.
one study. Find one study.
I mean, you can squirm away, but when we ask you for evidence and then you say, "Trust me, bro," we're not going to trust you, bro. That's the problem.
What would count as evidence for you, though? I mean, are we saying that we got to quote some CBS poll or something?
Yeah,
and how do we do that? Will you take my word for it? If I tell you,
who's looked into this,
if I tell you, but if I tell you a poll, are you just going to trust my word, or do I got to get you like a URL?
I'll look at
it.
The Census Bureau does not conduct national level studies interviewing Orthodox, right wing, secular Jews
whatsoever
about where their political allegiance lies. But if you have even a tacit understanding of modern American politics, you realize that the vast majority, if not almost all, forward-facing Jewish political...
Now you're just fucking telling us your feelings, man. I don't care
about it's just true, but it's just true. You couldn't
not. You have no
proof.
Here's what's
Try using logic. Try using logic for a sec. Use fucking evidence. I don't care about your feelings. Kid.
Why do you guys run when we ask you for evidence?
He's just a productive member of society. I'm sure he has to wake up early tomorrow.
Sure.
Something that starts with a P. That's for sure.
So here's what's tacit about your worldview is that when you have this completely misunderstanding of Jews equal bad, all Jews are running the fucking world, you then start to have tunnel vision and blame everything on the boogeyman. All of the fucking world's problems, this idea that they're trying to import more people for safety.
I didn't say all the world's problems.
Okay, this is why I asked you.
Issue, no, this is the thing. I never claimed that they're these puppet like they control a large proportion of the American economy and governments, but they're not behind all of the world's problems. The issue more so is that like most of them are contributing to it, or at least most of them that are in power, right? There are plenty of political parties and movements out there that contribute to issues in America and globally, we'll say. Jews are definitely not the only one, but it is the fact that they are uniquely devoted to doing this. Like that is the issue I have with them.
How? How are they devoted to doing it? Do they have blogs, or is there a podcast or something? Like, how do you know this?
Like they have Jewish, like their ties to one another, right? It transcends class, it transcends nationality. Sure, like they band together and work towards...
Did you sneak into a synagogue? Did you put like, I don't know, like secret microphones in a synagogue?
You're making your position look bad when you do things like this.
I don't give a fuck what my position looks like, dude. You're a fucking Nazi. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, evidently it doesn't. Evidently you don't care.
I don't give a fuck.
The thing is about this... Hold on. The thing is about this is that this makes it seem like the world is easily controllable. Economics in a giant economy like the United States.
I just went over why I don't think.
Hold on. Was my sentence over or not? Because I don't think it was. Like, the thing is that you're making it seem like this small group of people has the ability to exert this, like, large level of control, even though, like, the world is really fucking complicated. Systems are extremely fucking complicated. Power is diverse in a lot of different ways throughout the economy, throughout the political system. And to insinuate this, it just makes me realize that you don't know how things actually work, because you don't actually participate in these systems to a deep enough degree to understand how complicated they are and how simple they would have to be in order for your ideas to make any sense at all.
Did you drop him?
HR. I think your reputation precedes you. He knows Hale. I'm sure he's heard about you. And as soon as he came up and started talking, he was out of here.
I have no doubt he has definitely heard of you, and there's no doubt he's heard of you, and that he takes that into good grief. You are not all that.
What?
Are we on white or red today, Steph?
Oh God!
That guy was totally truthful.
You just agree with the Nazi stuff.
Are you here to bring us proof, Steph?
No.
He brought you all the proof you needed.
He didn't bring a
Right.
single piece of evidence.
And did you drop him?
No,
No,
he was
he
not
left.
dropped. He left on his own.
He left. And you're right, Steph. I'm on page 3 of that evidence he gave me. Compelling stuff.
Yeah. Every point he brought was true.
He's a Nazi.
Okay.
You know that,
Okay,
right?
Stephanie, then you give us
Oh my
proof
God,
because
he's a freaking Nazi. Okay.
Yeah,
Can
he
you
actually
prove
said
that?
so. He admitted
He
to
said
being a
it.
Nazi.
Did you just say he said it?
He said that he was a Nazi. Yes, he admitted to
he
it.
said it. Yes, he did said it.
Well, everything I heard him say was true.
Because
Then
you
that
were
makes you a
also
Nazi.
probably a Nazi as well, Steph.
Oh
Put the
my
fucking
goodness.
line
I
down.
am. I am. I mean, that's what y'all want to believe I am.
Well, you like
No,
what
we
he was
believe that
saying.
anyone who says, first of all, he was saying wild shit like Jews control this and that they control the
do.
government. There you go. Then you're a Nazi, Steph. There you
They
go.
do. And I can prove that.
Okay,
That's
prove
why I
it.
was asking for that proof.
Prove it. Go ahead.
Okay. Can you
Now, with your
look?
words,
Oh
bring
my
us,
God.
pull
Don't
up a piece
if
of
you're going to
evidence.
interrupt me, I'm not going to do it.
No. You have the floor. Go ahead. Send me the video that has music in it.
You know, one of these days,
Okay.
Steph, I would like to hear you sober. Just once. Next time you're sober, can you come in the room and just have a chat with me?
That's kind of sad. Don't say that. You're going to make me cry.
Yeah, me too. Sorry.
Well, I've only ever heard you drunk. I'd
Damn,
just like to
girl.
hear you sober sometime.
You know, if you ever want to
Why
change,
do
hit
you
me
think
up.
I'm always why do y'all think I'm always drunk? Honestly.
Because you're always
'Cause you're
slurring your
speaking.
words. Yeah.
I'm what?
Because
You're
I'm an
always slurring.
alcoholic, and I know what that sounds like. I'm not currently using alcoholic, but I know what that fucking sounds like, dude. And there's another way. Just so you know.
Are y'all trying to make me get better?
No.
I mean, if
Not at
that's
all. You do you,
possible,
girl.
if
No.
that's possible, hold on. If that is possible,
I'm just telling you
hold
that
on, Steph. Genuinely, if that's possible and you want to stop, like, fucking sister to sister, I will help you if you message me. I'm happy to help you.
do you really think I have a problem?
I mean, if you think that it's sad that you can't have a day where you're sober to come in here, then probably.
Girl,
Yeah, you're getting drunk and agreeing with Nazis on TikTok, Steph.
I
on.
work 8:30 to 5:30 every day, and guess what I am? I'm
How many
sober.
chickens?
Do what?
Chickens you did today.
I fucking hate you for that. And that was funny. That was hilarious. And I did 72 chickens today. You know what I mean? And I actually picked up, a client, that wants to buy a house. So whatever.
Oh, nice. Good for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
That's a nice little
I
commission,
am
huh?
yeah, whatever. But I am sober. The most of the day I am sober. And I don't even get on TikTok, especially on live, until I have had a couple drinks.
I know. That's why I'm saying I'd like to have a conversation with you before you've had a couple drinks. I'd like to just talk with you. If you're ever okay with that, and I'm live, please swing by, have a conversation with me. I'll drop the whole panel just so we can talk.
Do you honestly think I'm that different from a couple of glasses of wine to...
I don't know. I have never heard you sober.
Yeah, you're batting 1,000 for being drunk when you come on these panels.
The thing is like most, I don't know, and I'll just say this from my experiences in the rooms and from like my experience, like apparently I didn't think this was normal. I thought it was perfectly normal for people to drink every day in order to wind down, in order to feel a little like calm and chill and relax, but it's actually not normal. Like you should be able to not have to do that, right? Like it's bad for your body, it's bad for your brain, it's bad for your sleep. Like, if you were to take a whole week off and not drink, like, how would you feel? Would your anxieties come back?
I could not and would not do that.
Right. That's something to really think about. That's something to really think about.
I put my number.
And I'm saying that.
I put my number in the chat. If you ever want to talk.
Oh my God, Steph, don't do that.
Don't is that bad? Is that bad?
Please delete that.
I don't know how to do that.
Holy cow!
One of the mods, please delete that.
Is that bad?
Yeah, you don't want to put that in a public.
I got it.
Steph, I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying this from a place of not understanding it. Like, I am an alcoholic and I'm in recovery. Like, I am in recovery.
Congratulations.
I'm just saying,
good job.
It's really tough, and it was really tough for me to realize it. It was really tough for me when I relapsed and had to realize that I really can't ever go back to drinking at any point in my life. But, like, it isn't something you have to do the rest of your life if you don't want to.
So my sister is.
Can someone check the chat and just be very mindful because stuff is happening again?
Is 6 years younger than I am, and she was on the streets in Memphis for 20 years. She had her throat slit under a bridge. She was just a junkie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought, her getting her throat slit would, wake her up, but it did not.
Yeah.
But she's been clean for 5 years. So, yeah.
I mean, look, a lot of people don't get clean when the worst thing happens to them. Like, they get clean when they're ready. And, like, usually that means, like, going to some kind of treatment, building a community, realizing, like, you have to deal with your shit in a different way. It's not easy, but it is possible. You don't have to continue to use alcohol as a way to manage your stress or manage your being.
Yeah, Allison, my sister, me and my parents, my whole family never thought that she would get clean ever. I'm talking about my parents raised her kid, just regardless. I don't even know why I'm going into this, but, but 5 years later, even though we never thought she would do it, she did. And I'm so proud of her.
An addiction is a genetic disease. So.
Yeah, it runs in families.
Yeah.
Always. Me and my brother are sober.
Congratulations.
Steph, I have an addictive personality, but I play video games instead. Or I do TikTok or something like that. I'm on here, 15, 20 hours a day. So,
yeah, I have a very addictive personality too, and I have done my bad things in my life. It was 3 or 4 years ago that I decided with my best friend that oh my goodness, I can't say this on here, but
if it's personal, don't. Just
yeah, but I went into a bad place for a year, and a real bad place, and I will never go back there again. Oh my goodness, I can't even talk. It was just so bad, I can't believe I did it. Honestly, like cocaine, and then I wanted to, feel more off, and crack is awful. My goodness.
Yeah, that's a bad one.
Yeah. A year later, I was like, oh my God.
It's making a comeback too, man. There was a lot of people in treatment. Like, people who were living in, like, $75 million mansions in the Hamptons, like, in treatment for doing crack. Like, it was crazy.
Are you serious?
You
Yeah.
could be the mayor of a city.
Yeah.
It's like I don't feel so bad, you know. But it took me, you know, like 8 months to realize what the hell the fuck are you doing? You know, like, and it's just addictive. You know, I never thought I'm never going to get addicted to this, and I did. And oh my god, I can't believe I have told this. I'm so embarrassed.
Don't be
God,
embarrassed.
It's all right. Get it out.
Yeah.
you know,
A secret shared is a secret halved.
Right.
yeah. And so, I mean, I'll admit I did it. You know, I hid away in my office downstairs, and I kept it from my husband. And me and my best friend were just not good. You know, I spent $55,000 in 8 months.
Yeah, shit is expensive. That habit is not cheap.
Yeah. It was like $1,000 a week.
Imagine how much money you would save if you didn't drink wine.
Well, let's not go there. You know, you know, like I have come a long way. You know what I mean? Just drinking wine at this point, which is all I do at the, you know, now, you know.
Look, it's a step in the right direction. I'm just saying, if you ever want to stop doing that, reach out. People care. Nobody wants, I don't care what side of the aisle people are on. Like, the hand of another addict to another is always open.
Thank you. And I also bought Zans off the street.
No, don't do that. That's so dangerous.
No, I did.
They sell them at convenience stores. Why do you need to do it off the street?
Oh, damn it. Can you tell me?
Gas station dick pills. Have you guys seen like the documentary on those? Holy, yeah, the John Oliver on that. Holy crap, man. There's like a lot. They're putting crazy shit in those gas station dick pills.
Yeah, I was buying.
Yeah, but they work. Like, damn it.
Yeah.
Damn, civics.
2 milligrams in it. I bought off the street.
Is it like a trucker stop or just like any gas station?
Dude, no, they like buy the packaging from China and then they just like open the pills and put whatever they want in it. Sometimes it's like a mix of like herbs and then like Cialis and like, so, like it's just random ass shit. Like there's no like FDA approval or clearance or any kind of process that these people go through. They're literally just buying the packaging from China and filling the pills with whatever they find. Like no two pills are the same. They like ran a bunch of people bought a bunch of them and figured out what was actually in them, and like from the same store buying like 5 of the same pill, they were all completely different in their like chemistry.
You're talking about the John Oliver thing?
You know,
yeah, that was a crazy thing. Yeah.
You don't need more government putting regulation on it. Just the free market will get them to stop buying it.
Yeah, the free market will fix it. Before some 65-year-old has to come into the fucking ER and realize that he can't take Cialis on nitrates.
Yikes.
Listen, if AI doesn't fix ED by the time I'm 50, then I'm fucking out.
It's not that big of a deal. It happens to half the men in the world. That age.
But when you're like at the top, a peak of your game, seeing down the bottom of that hill looks scary. But I'm sure by the time I'm down there, I'm going to be like, freedom at last.
I don't know, man.
Your testosterone decreases as well, so it's like you don't really. I mean, you want to still, but it's not like the way you want to when you're young.
Craig and I have been together 22 years.
There's a surprising amount of like gonorrhea and syphilis in old folks' homes. So
sure.
Well, they don't use protection.
Weird. I learned that the other fucking week.
Yeah, it's like a big problem.
It's so
they don't use
fucking
protection.
weird.
They don't need to. They don't have to worry about getting pregnant. That's what they
have to think about
so
Ben Stiller in that
weird.
movie.
I mean, oh, dude, like you don't understand the amount of like sexual activity in retirement homes there is.
Yes,
It's
I
Yeah,
do.
it's a
That's
cesspool.
kind of
It's a
gross. That's
cesspool
So
gross.
of,
gross.
yeah, it's, I mean, you know what? Good on them. You guys have a good time. You're at the end of your rope. Go for it.
But like, remember? I forget which. I think it's what's his name? Adam Sandler movie. But like Ben Stiller is like the old folks like person, and like he's trying to be nice,
Happy
and
Gilmore.
then yeah, Happy Gilmore. And then like Happy Gilmore leaves, and he's like, "You're in my world now, Grandma." Like just taking that to the next logical step of like SA is like it's really terrifying.
You know what's terrifying is that so I married my high school sweetheart and we were together for 14 years and we divorced and I met Craig like a year after that. No, sorry, like a month after that. He was a one night stand that never left. And 22, 23 years later, we're still together. But I've had a full hysterectomy because I got like whatever you want to. I think they have a vaccine for it now. But Craig had given me
HPV.
yes, HPV.
Yeah.
And so so at 42 I had to have a full hysterectomy and it threw me into menopause and all that bullshit. But yeah, but I love him. We're still together. And even though he has cheated on me twice, I know I'm an idiot, but I love
No,
him.
you're not. You're doing what you want to do. It's your life, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's all relative. People go through different struggles at different points in their life. Obviously, going through that stage is rough for sort of both sexes to different degrees and different ways. But yeah, I don't know. It's tough, and I mean, there's a lot of things that we've talked about that are difficult, including overcoming addictions and things. But I just feel like I don't know, finding a way to stay grounded and sort of having some sort of guiding light so you can keep your eye on the prize, so to speak, when it comes to your health or happiness, etc. Like I feel like a lot of people find it easy to get lost and lose that sort of eye on the prize, and then end up living a less fulfilled life or a less happy life. And it's sad because, especially alcoholism. I mean, I drink. Like I've had to functionally be like, okay, I'm not going to drink this week. That's like normal. And I was like, oh, okay, well, twice this week wasn't too bad, you know. But like, struggling with that and deciding how much of it brings happiness, or if you can even do that and handle that and live a functional life. These are all personal questions, and it's just a personal journey that's tough.
Drinking is nothing to me at this point. Like I have conquered, I've gone down to just drinking and only prescription medicines. I'm not buying anything off the street. I'm not doing any kind of drugs off the street, if that makes sense. So
that's good.
Yeah, I mean that's not good. You know what I'm saying? But
don't make some stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, so with that being said, I know people judge me every day, for keeping Craig. Because he left me and Carter. I have an autistic son, and with him, and he left us for 6 months for a coworker, and I cried every freaking day. I'm not kidding y'all. I was so sad, and I told everybody that in my whole everybody I knew, I was like, he's going to come back to me. And they were like, Steph, he's never coming back. And guess what he did? He came back. And then we got married, and we had planned this we got married at the downtown, whatever you want to call it. And we had planned this thing with his parents and my parents to walk down the beach and blah 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 whatever. And 2 weeks after we got married, I found him sexting his coworker. And needless to say, we did not do that. And that is not going to ever happen. And that's a bucket list thing that kills me.
Yeah, it's fucked up. I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, I just unloaded on y'all, and I'm so sorry.
No, you're
right.
good. That's I don't know. I feel like we like hearing honest stories on this panel. So thank you for sharing.
Sure.
In other news,
I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry.
Fine.
I should not have told all that.
It's okay. It's all
No,
right.
you're good.
We're gonna just move on a little bit. So I have been looking at more of this data from this AI, the AI overvaluation. That's basically just my whole life now, is just running data on that all day. And
Would you call it when the bubble pops?
dude, it's actually so bad because we were running a model today. Basically, we're in borrowed time, right? The point between how these circular loans are running through these companies, and basically how there's no revenue stream to pay any of them back that's outside of the circular financing that's already happening. So companies like Google and Nvidia has been being in the stock market like crazy. It's in free fall because of the transistor supply chain problem. It's primarily being driven by that. But other than companies like Google that already were very profitable, right? The longer we run the model, the more you see that it just ends up being subprime loans, only there's no collateral. Other than the data centers themselves, a lot of it is past used compute and human labor that is just there's no collateral here, or there's a bunch of VC money in a bunch of small little startups that are all relying on this AI thing to come through, that lots of small businesses are adopting. So there's the way that this is going to happen, and we were basically running a red team today on what this is going to look like, and how coming up with a plan on how to move client money around so that this doesn't affect them as much, because this is just we just know now there's no financial institution that's not trying to prepare for this, and it's so hard to predict. It is with all of the technology that we have, all of the modeling equipment we have, all of the brains in one of the biggest hedge funds in the country, we are this is so hard to predict. And with these tariffs now coming through again, everyone's the economy is going to burn so hot, because a lot of these AI companies are still dumping money into data centers, and it's burning the economy really, really hot. And I'm genuinely so worried, because
I love you, by the way. I honestly love you.
Okay.
I look at this stuff all day, every day, and everybody says that I'm crazy.
No, yeah, this is coming. And and the other part of it too is just Like China right now is not demanding a lot of oil, right? Their demand has gone down like by almost 80% in the market. But they can't do that for very long, especially now since that refinery in Russia was like bombed by Ukraine, which is great, right? I'm glad that Russia is finally on its back heel. And then for some reason, Trump is like, fuck you, Zelensky. I have no idea what's going on there. So I haven't been following that closely, but that means China is going to come back into the market for oil quicker than we thought, which means that oil demand is going to skyrocket again. And that's really when we're going to see that $140, $150, $160 barrel.
I think Ukraine just bombed an Iranian ship.
They did. Insane. I honestly think that we are about to merge the war.
Yeah, if it keeps getting hot like this. It was because I think they said that sorry, go.
No, by the way, don't worry about her saying she loves you. She said that to me too. It's okay.
That's actually not crazy. I mean, it doesn't sound crazy to me.
No,
I don't know. Did you guys?
HR.
Did you guys see the thing about what Hegseth under oath was like? Yeah, China and Russia are likely helping Iran, and then Trump turned around and was like, no, that's not happening. Putin and Xi said it wasn't happening. Like, why do you believe them? Why do you believe them when they say that to you, Trump? Like, obviously that's what they're going to say.
I agree.
Like,
I think he's just trying to
a lot of
save
things
face.
that
I think
add
he
up
knows.
here.
He knows. They're giving him all the intel that listen, Iran has been too precise with their strikes. They know where everything is. It's obvious that someone is feeding them intel, and it's most likely China, because I don't think Russia has the ability to do so.
I think
he's just saving. I think he's just saving face and like acting like he doesn't. Oh no, they would never do this. But he's getting the intel that they absolutely are.
Amen.
And like, it makes a lot of sense, right? China wants access to oil, and it knows it's going to come back into the market, and Russia is going to need a supplier of oil soon because their biggest refinery got fucking hit by drones. Like, that's
too.
She came out and addressed this. I think it was who?
Didn't Iran hit one in Saudi Arabia too?
The Houthis like have the Bombda al something, the Red Sea Strait, whatever that name is for the Red Sea Strait. Yeah. And like the other thing too is like this idea of like the Strait of Hormuz asking for money like to pass through the strait. Like, there actually isn't precedent for that. The only places that ask for a toll are canals, because those were built, right? It costs money to run them, and it costs money to make them function. But like the Strait of Malacca, which has arguably is even more of a choke point for the entire world trade, like they don't take a fee for anything passing through there. It's really only canals that do that. So
the Banderas or whatever, they take a fee.
Which one?
I think it's Turkey.
Is that a canal or is that a strait?
That's a strait.
It's not built?
I don't know about that.
That's what I'm saying. Canals, the reason canals do it is because they take equipment to be run. So that's why they take fees. Whereas like the Strait of Malacca, which is like between Singapore and like between the South China Sea and the Indian Ocean, right? That's arguably one of the even more heavy traffic runs through there. There's no fees for using it because it just exists.
Follow me. I'm telling you, we are on the same page. I literally research and listen to this shit all freaking day.
Yeah, this is my job.
Well, damn it. I wish it was my job, but I just do it, I'm interested in it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really worried. And here's the other thing. Like every economist that I follow, every person in finance that I follow that like writes a blog or writes something in Substack, like everyone is on the same page. And like that very rarely happens. Usually there's a split somewhere of people being like, things are not as bad as they seem, or like, this is where we really are. Everyone is like, we're totally fucking cooked.
We are cooked. Completely. We don't have the energy. We don't have the oil. And we are cooking the rest of the world.
Yeah, anything that happens economically to the United States is going to ripple through the entire world. That's just how it is. And this time, if we fall into a major recession or there is some sort of like collapse, there is not going to be a running towards U.S. bonds. Like usually, like 2008, everyone ran to U.S. bonds. Even the embargo of the 70s, people still ran to U.S. bonds. That is not going to be the case this time. People are really
They are dumping our bonds as fast as they can.
We're just not going to see the same kind of reaction, which is a problem.
No, and our interest rates, if they get up to like 5% on, I guess our bonds, it doesn't matter at this point. I don't think we can come back.
So I can tell you a little bit about why AI isn't what people think it is. It's not autonomous or smart in the way that it thinks. It still requires a lot of human interaction to double check its work and to set some parameters and guardrails. And that's not what is being sold to the public. So there's a little bit of scare there. And it certainly has made software development easier, but it's like a helper. It still requires people to know what the fuck they're doing, to understand bad code and hallucinated code and not understanding certain things. And now that platform as a service companies and software as a service companies have had a whole like 2 years of roadmap where they're injecting AI and everything, they don't know how to properly price it without getting gouged by the big three, Anthropic, Google, or OpenAI, because they don't know their own prices yet. So it's really hard to see how it's going to come down on the consumer. Like the model of a subscription or a seat, or you pay for a software for a year license or something, like that's kind of out the window when it's based off usage.
Yeah, and tokens are going to get, like, if AI is integrated into workflows to the degree that they are predicting, you can't really use the token system because they've realized that real quick this year, how quickly they can burn through tokens.
I know some companies like Eric Hicksfield, you get tokens and they don't even carry over to the next pay period. I don't know if you guys are talking about that, but
yeah, I don't know. We are living in a weird ass time, you guys. Like, I'm so sick of living through historical events. Like, I'm over it.
You are so right. It is. It's not real.
They've also ruined the hardware industry. Like, if you had old decent hardware before, and like Mojo has a gaming PC, like I highly recommend that if you do like Gen AI and you like what it's doing, like try to run it locally. If you have a fast enough machine, you have enough compute to run it locally, and you don't need to be on cloud infrastructure of any kind, like it's still extremely useful. Don't get me fucking wrong. It is very useful. But it is not this silver bullet that people are thought that it was going to be. Because it still hallucinates too much.
I agree.
Yeah, and it hallucinates when it doesn't know stuff, right? It actually seems like it's more, it doesn't know that it doesn't know things, right? It's hard to program something to realize that it doesn't know something. That we can't get people who are human beings with actual brains to realize that they don't know stuff.
But you know what?
Let alone being able to program something to do that.
I think
you're saying
I think they can train it. I think they can train it.
No, AI hallucinates?
Oh yeah, all the time. All the fucking time.
That's bizarre.
So when we say hallucinate, it's not like they start seeing things that aren't there. So let's say you're like, hey, summarize the last hour of this panel. And then all of a sudden, Stargazer, let's just say you came on 10 minutes ago. It will pick up that you came on 10 minutes ago. And then as it starts summarizing what was going on in the panel, it'll inject that you came on 90 minutes ago, just randomly.
Oh, okay.
Like that would be a hallucination.
Okay.
We're taking a bit where it's like it confused that you came in 10 minutes ago and then say that you came in 90 minutes ago. And then you still need a human that was remembering being like, that's not what happened.
Did you guys hear about that? It was open source. It was OpenAI had hacked another company's.
Hugging Face.
Yeah, Hugging Face. It had hacked them without any like prompt to do so. It just didn't know the answer to like various questions. They were running like I don't know, sequence testing or something, and they were asking it various questions to see if it could get the answer without having to use the internet. But then it hacked into the internet and then hacked. What was it called? HR.
Hugging Face. So basically, they put OpenAI. They wanted to actually test how well that OpenAI, the new model, can hack, and so they put it into a safety net, like into the sandbox, basically, that allowed them to see if what it was doing. But instead of trying to hack the thing that they gave it to hack, it actually hacked its way out of the sandbox. And then because Hugging Face itself is an AI platform, its own security wouldn't allow it to hack OpenAI back in order to find out that that's what was happening. So Hugging Face ended up having to use a Chinese model that they took all the safety protocols out to figure out that OpenAI had hacked Hugging Face. So an American company accidentally hacked another American company, and that American company had to use a Chinese company to figure out that it was being hacked. Like, that is some fucking shit.
That's
OpenAI
no joke.
didn't even know. OpenAI didn't even know that it happened until Hugging Face came out with a statement. And then OpenAI had been like, wait, that sounds like us.
It's like, fuck.
It really feels like the Frankenstein. Yeah, they don't have no idea what the fuck they're fucking with.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's Did anyone watch that that interview with Elon Musk and The Economist?
Where he said that money wasn't going to be a thing anymore?
Yeah, by 2036.
Yeah.
He went off the fucking rails.
Like, what?
Exactly. Comrade Musk.
I'm not sure if he's human.
He's definitely not.
He certainly lacks humanity.
By the way.
What the fuck?
I mean, the other thing is, like, he's so, it's almost like it's hard to watch him. Like, when I was trying to watch this interview, like, my entire body was like rejecting him. I was like, this is so hard to watch, dude. You are so fucking weird.
Yeah.
He's high on his ass the entire time. He's high the whole entire time. He is in a K-hole. He does K all day.
He's got to put down the fucking ketamine, man. God damn.
He is like Erica Kirk. She is so hard to watch, along with Elon Musk. I don't know. There's just some weird fucking people out there.
Yeah, I mean, his whole thing with, like, she asked him if he's anti-Muslim, and he's like, well, I don't like rape and murder. And I was like, what does that have to, like, what kind of answer is that? Like, that's such an insane answer to have.
Yeah.
Like somehow, and again, like, I don't think a lot of Americans realize, and not you guys, but like people in general realize, like, how diverse the cultures are behind being Muslim. Like, the largest Muslim country in the world is Indonesia.
Oh, I thought it was Malaysia.
No, it's Indonesia. Like, Indonesian culture is so different than Middle Eastern culture, yet there's a lot of Muslims there. The second largest country of Muslims, I believe, is Malaysia, and then it's India. India is third.
It is India.
Like, my brother is married to a Bengali girl, and like, she's Muslim, but her culture is almost exactly the same as my family's, even though we're Hindus, right? Like, it's so similar.
There's a reason why with the formation of Pakistan that they were like, oh, well, we're also going to do Bangladesh years later because they were that fucking different.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it's just, that's the thing. There's such a diverse amount of cultures behind being Muslim, just like there's a bunch of different cultures behind being Christian, right? Christians in Palestine still have Palestinian culture. Christians in Germany versus Christians in Italy versus Christians in Russia all have different cultures. The Uyghurs in China are Muslim and have a completely different culture. The Muslims in the eastern part of Russia have a completely different culture than any single one in the Middle East, yet they lump all Muslims in with like a small sect of terrorists that came out after we went to Iraq and absolutely decimated it. Like, that's who they relate all Muslims to. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like,
and we backed Saddam Hussein. And then we brought him up on, on trial. We funded that war. Does that make sense? Between Iraq and Iran.
The Iranian-Iraq war, yes.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Well, I just wanted to say, HR, while you were mentioning Indonesia, after I read the Jakarta Method, I went through this nerd deep dive into like Indonesian history. It's a really fascinating.
Oh my God. Such a good book. Holy crap. You want to fucking learn about what America does out in the fucking world? Read the Jakarta Method.
Intrigued by the story, because like they tell the story of that guy and his wife, and then kind of how it changes and like all the world events that were happening around. And I was like, fuck, now I really want to learn more about Indonesia. Like I didn't realize how little I knew about it.
Yeah, all I know about Indonesia pretty much is the Jakarta Method, I'll be honest. I've been to Malaysia a few times. I have family in Malaysia. I tried to get sober in Malaysia once, but I ended up meeting a bunch of Germans there who had a lot of drugs.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, it's true. I tried to get sober by going to Malaysia. It didn't work because apparently I was still there, so that was the problem.
Mojo, would you mind sending me, or one of y'all sending me that book? Okay, because I cook chickens all day for Kroger, and I listen to stuff all day, and I would love to get a new book.
Like audiobooks to listen to?
I have Audible.
Read Regime Change. Holy shit, that book is wild.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's written by Maggie Hawthorne and David Johnson, I think is their names.
Regime Change.
Regime Change, yeah. It's a New York Times bestseller, and it goes through like the entire last year and a half of the Trump administration, based off of like insiders and like staffers and people who were like in the rooms with him.
That's brand new, isn't it?
It is, and it's crazy. Maggie Haberman, that's correct. Thank you.
Yeah. It was two New York Times people, right?
Journalists. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
I listened to them on a podcast talking about it.
It's absolutely wild. It's wild. There's a part of me that's like, I can't believe you guys sat on all of this, like, for a whole year and a half. But if this all turns out to be genuinely exactly how things happened, and it does seem like they really like went through the work to get their sources and
I think did they not talk to Trump personally?
Yeah, some of it is like based off of interviews. I mean, it really just makes you realize like how frivolous a lot of decisions that have been made have happened. Like, they talk about OpenAI coming to see Trump and like showing him, like introducing him to AI. And initially he was like quite like, you know, I guess he's always been quite technology averse. Apparently he just started texting, like using texting as like a form of communication and email, like in 2022. Like, he's not a big fan of technology and has been, until they showed him the way that it can generate images, like, he was totally against it. And they basically said, they were like, look, we have all the private money. We just need you to help us get building permits. And that's when he got really into the idea of AI and like using it to generate all those weird pictures that he constantly posts now on Trump's and Truth Social. And in the book, they say like that 30 minute like meeting that they had with him that night might have been the most important thing to happen to AI like ever, because that's when he like got interested in Jensen Huang and like Nvidia. It's everything from that meeting is how we ended up paying 15% of profits from Jensen Huang being able to sell Nvidia chips, coming to the becoming part of the federal government, and also how we ended up with 10% of Intel. Like, this is all from that meeting.
That one meeting.
Yeah, and you just realize how frivolous things are, like, to him, how quickly he's making decisions. It's just kind of insane. Like, that's just not how a government, especially a government this large and this unwieldy that has this much influence and power, like, you just can't run it like that.
No. What do you think about Whitney Webb?
Whitney Webb? I'm not sure who that is.
Look her up. Look her up. You will love her. Whitney
Who is
Webb. Well, I've listened to 2 of her books. I don't read. I listen. But she's a conspiracy theorist but she deep dives into a lot of stuff that you would be interested in. I promise you. Whitney Webb.
Okay,
Promise
I'll check her out. I'll check her out.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm not a big fan. I'm usually not a big conspiracy theorist person, but I just, look, you can figure a lot of things out.
She can prove her stuff, though.
Yeah, you can figure a lot of things out just by like following the money. And when you follow the money with AI, you realize that you're in a drain. That's where you are. You're circling a drain. That's where you are.
Exactly. and Whitney Webb's a good one. And do you believe in UFOs?
I don't necessarily believe in UFOs, but I do believe that aliens exist just based off the Fermi paradox, right? There's just no way that with as many suns as there are that are like our sun, and with the kind of, like, as soon as life was possible on the planet, it started, right? Like, it still under some pretty dire conditions, life started. So it just seems impossible that there wouldn't be. What I think that there might be is like a great filter. There's a couple things. There might be a great filter of which like a lot of civilizations hit this filter and we're either past it or we're still about to hit it. In which like civilizations just collapse, like civilizations like ours. Or there's the dark forest theory where it is
fucking scary.
God. What is going on here?
No, the dark
I don't
forest
think I
theory,
ever had a bingo card with fucking HR doing conspiracy theory night. What the
This isn't conspiracy theory. These are just theories about like to explain the Fermi paradox. There just doesn't seem like there wouldn't be, like, the universe wouldn't be teeming with life. And he has a good point. He's a physicist, not a conspiracy theorist. But like the dark forest theory basically says that because of the great distances in the universe and the fact that survival of a species is like the most important thing.
That's detrimental.
Well, and that there's only a certain amount of like materials in the universe, like energy cannot be created or destroyed. Then if a civilization finds another civilization, they don't really have the ability to know whether that civilization is benevolent. And if they keep it alive, they run the risk of that civilization having a technological explosion and killing off you. So you must kill any civilization that you find. So most civilizations are hiding. They don't want to be found or spotted by any other civilization because it is certain
Can I
death.
pose a theory?
Girl, I'm in love
If
with
we
you.
have found them or they have found us, that means technology is in the favor of the founder already because they have the technology to find them, and therefore they already have the competitive edge.
Exactly, which is why they have to kill you off, because there's no way to know whether or not the other civilization you found is benevolent, and you don't want to give them the opportunity for a technological explosion. Therefore, you eliminate any civilization that is found.
Why down?
So, yeah, that's a dark forest theory as to why we can't
It's
find
also
anyone.
just in really easy terms. It's just when you're in a dark forest and you can't see anything, you don't want to step on a stick because you don't want to draw attention to yourself. Right? Like you don't know what's in there. It could be friendly, it could be evil. You have no fucking idea. But what you do want to do is keep quiet.
Yeah,
I just watched A Quiet Place, day one. It was pretty good.
With the cat?
Yes.
Wait, what? What is that?
A Quiet Place.
She heard cat.
No, I did. I heard cat, and I was like, kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like the origin story of A Quiet Place and how it started.
And they are coming out with the Quiet Place 3. John Krasinski just announced it not too long ago.
Oh, it's that one where you have to stay quiet or the aliens will find you. Yeah, I remember that. Okay. Yeah, that's creepy.
I do recommend Three Body Problem for the Dark Forest theory. It's on Netflix.
Yeah. But read the books, man. The books are fucking wild. Like these books start out in 1960s Chinese like cultural revolution, and it ends with the entire ending of the universe. And it's so good. It's so good. It's hands down one of the best. It's the Remembrance of Earth's Past trilogy, but the first book is called Three Body Problem. The second book is called The Dark Forest, and the third book is called Death's End.
I'm sorry. Everyone likes to say, "Oh, you should read the book. It's so good." But you know what? My brain doesn't have CGI or practical effects. Okay.
Mine does. That's the thing. When I read a book, I see the whole book in my head.
Yeah, even though she's a huge transphobe, like J.K. Rowling did a pretty good job of illuminating the story, which is probably why it was so easy to make the movies, because she did such a good job describing everything.
Yeah, that's why I love reading. Immersive. Like I literally see the whole book in my head as I'm reading the book, which makes it very interesting and very like, I don't know, I can describe it, I can talk about it because
it makes it hard to watch the movie though. Like when they do the movie version, you so badly want to see the movie version, right? Because you're like, wow, this was in my head, I want it to come to fruition, and then you watch it and you're like, oh fuck, I hate all of the characters.
Yeah, it is. It's hard. You know, the thing is that one thing I've learned is that I can't expect the show or the movie to be exactly like the book. Like I want it to be adapted well. Like I want the book to be, or I want the TV show to do something different, to take its artistic license, but I still want it to remain true to like the heart of it. And like accepting that has made me less of a cunt when watching movies about books that I've read.
Yeah, you want your cake and eat it too. Okay.
Well,
it's what you want.
I think one of the worst examples of it is Ender's Game. It's such a good book and such a bad movie.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. One of the greats, though, like the Lord of the Rings movies are a great adaptation. They're not exactly like the books. Like they take a lot of artistic license.
Yeah.
Like even Aragorn's like motivations, like he's never in the books, he never questions whether or not he should come back and be the king. He always knows that he's coming back. He's very sure of his like place in that. But I like that in the movies they gave him this like kind of this character arc of not knowing whether or not he should return, like being
he was a benevolent king. He didn't want to be.
Yeah. I thought that was interesting. Although I heard that in order to adapt the Silmarillion, that the Tolkien estate would ask for $1 billion for the licensing. $1 billion just for the licensing of the Silmarillion. I was like, damn!
It'll be worth it.
Wait, did they buy it?
No one has ever tried to adapt the Silmarillion. The Silmarillion is absolutely fucking buckshit wild. Like, the First Age elves are so much more badass and insane than anything that happens in the last books. Cause like, the Lord of the Rings takes place during like the Third Age, but the Alulindale, like the creation story moving into the First Age of elves is way more fucking crazy.
Yeah, you were talking about this the other night. You and your fucking other Tolkien dorks. I like Tolkien. You guys are just dorks.
Do you know Tolkien like hated Dune? He hated it. He thought the idea of an anti-hero was like so horrible, and that like stories shouldn't be like that. That stories should be about friendship and goodness. He really hated the idea, huh? Yeah, he really hated the idea of an anti-hero because Paul Atreides is a bad guy. He's a bad guy.
Well, he becomes one.
Yeah, but
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I mean, dude, but also the Dune books, if you read all the way through the 6th book, that also gets fucking insane.
I don't know. You guys are still dorks. As I sit here and play Crimson Desert.
Yeah, you're also a fucking nerd. We're just different. We're nerds in different font.
Yeah, we're book nerds. You're a video game nerd.
Yeah.
There's a lot that George Lucas took from Dune, though, right? Like the entire idea of spice, the entire that's all kind of a play on Dune.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Has anyone here read Red Rising?
Red Rising.
Red Rising.
No, I haven't, but it's in my bookshelf actually.
Dude, it's so fucking good. Ugh, God.
No spoilers because it's in my bookshelf.
Dude, yeah.
Should I read it next?
Yes. Okay. You should read
I'm trying to get through Mark's Capital again. This will be like my 3rd time reading it. Once I've done that, I'm gonna go to Red Rising now.
Dude, the absolute just schooling that you were giving Galt this morning was pretty funny.
That was fucking hilarious.
I'm just so sure that he hasn't read it at all. And
AI overview.
I don't want to be mean, but yeah, well, AI overview doesn't give context.
You were fucking mean.
How was I mean? Well, okay, yeah, I was mean when I was talking about the reading thing and him having dyslexia, and then I felt so bad afterwards. Like, that was fucked up. Yeah. And I apologize. I was being good faith. I was really sorry. I shouldn't have said that to him.
Oh, I didn't know he was dyslexic. I keep making fun of him for not knowing how to read.
Yeah, don't do that. He's actually dyslexic.
Have you said that to Galt? Really?
I didn't know he was dyslexic. He never told me that.
Yeah,
he's full of shit.
He said he listens to everything on audiobook because he has a hard time reading the books.
I listen to audiobooks for stories a lot. Like I'll read like Red Rising through listening to audio because I do think that we're kind of evolutionarily designed to listen to stories because like most of our human history was oral tradition. So like listening to a story I think is like calming to my nervous system. But anytime I read anything like expository or nonfiction, I usually just read it myself.
Yeah, I think it works good in terms of like the way we're living our lives right now. Like everybody's always busy and all that, so it kind of feels like it's hard to sit down and just read a book, because I always have to keep moving.
Yeah, reading is a luxury, honestly.
When I'm in traffic is when I listen to books.
I have to read a lot of stuff that's not on audio, so like I'm very trained to like sit down and focus and read at this point. But I really love to listen to stories. I really love listening to books that are fiction. I really enjoy that.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can read nonfiction. I enjoy reading to learn stuff that I'm interested about. Otherwise, I read an entire paragraph and then at the end of it, I say, okay, what the hell did I just read? Because I wasn't paying attention to the words that I was just reading.
Yeah, that happens to me.
That's the thing, bro. Fiction, the reason that I think it's so important to read fiction is because it helps you to imagine the things that you know and understand. It helps you to play the tape through, understand the underlying culture of your, like take the pulse of your culture and civilization through narrative. And like, to me, it's helped me understand politics better than anything, reading fiction, because so many different political systems come out in epic fantasy and large sci-fi novels. Like there's political intrigue and the way things work and how systems function and these imaginative ways of how things work. And it kind of makes you like reflect upon the real world in a different way, from a different perspective. It is a way to live 1,000 lives and not have to leave your house. Like I just think that it's one of the fundamental things that needs to happen more of. Like the fact that people have stopped reading fiction at a rate of 40% over the last 5 years is so like upsetting to me, because that has been where I have contextualized the things that I have learned.
Yeah, I mean it's funny because I had this was like maybe 1 or 2 day thing that we talked about this at some point a few months ago, but like this is kind of where my point was, where like if someone made a campaign and like made a fictionalized movie or story or whatever it was, taking the political systems and social systems and putting them into a fictional situation, like people on the right or the left. I mean, I'm not going to politicize it right now, but like I feel like people are more able to grasp an idea when it's put into a perspective outside of them. And so like creating stories about our current politics and the current shit that we're seeing, I think that like would be really interesting, because like you're right, like you read a fictional thing and you think that it's fictional, believe it's fictional, and then you take a step back from it and you can really sort of grasp concepts. I mean, the whole
that's why Orwell's so powerful, right? George Orwell, 1984, Animal Farm.
Yeah. I mean, you know what's really interesting that I was thinking about since like hearing about this movie, Citizen Vigilante? Have you guys heard of this movie that came out? It's basically a book. It's basically a movie about like this American in Europe killing Muslims, and it's so like weirdly on the nose like of like the conservative politics of today. And it made me realize something. The reason that conservatives always like rail against culture is because they aren't part of it. They don't participate in it. They're so fucking bad at art. It's not even funny, right? Like the only thing that's art to them is like pictures of horses and like Western movies that are like so on the nose, right? They don't participate in it in the same way. Think about how many artists have said, hey, don't use my music in your stupid ice videos, right? Like, because most people who create art just aren't conservative. Like they aren't on the right. Like most art created is created by by people who see things more liberally, who see the world more loosely, with more fluidity, with more imagination. And the part of the reason that Christian or conservatives rail against Christian or culture so much is because they don't participate in it, because they never ever get a hold on it the way the left does.
Yeah, and Hitler in art school, and that whole point.
Yeah, nobody ever talks about his paintings.
I heard he was quite good.
But you know what I mean? Like, think about it.
At
Like,
painting, to be clear.
like just generally speaking, like movies and things like that, like most like, I don't know, go watch that movie Citizen Vigilante. It's such a bad movie, but the people who are into it, it's because it's so on the nose. There is no like multiple ways of interpreting that movie. It's just this guy killing Muslims, believing that Muslims are bad for Europe. And he's an illegal immigrant in Europe killing illegal immigrants. It's so stupid. It's so bad. And it's Armie Hammer, a guy who's been
He's Croatia. He's living in Croatia, right?
Yeah, it's so fucking bad.
Where is it streaming?
I don't know. I just watched like clips of it.
You mean bad like B film? Like I would enjoy watching it because it's so bad?
No, it's almost, to me, I watched clips of it and it was like literally, it was almost unwatchable.
It got a 10% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Bro,
Like,
I got a worse movie than that for you. Check out Girl on a Bike. I swear to God, one night, me and my wife are like just searching through stuff, and like classic Netflix, you can't decide. And we're like, just pick that one. It looked like some sort of like cool like French indie film or something. It wasn't. It was a foreign film. And then we got about like 10 minutes into it, we're like, this is so bad. And we went to Rotten Tomatoes and it had like 3%.
There was a movie on Netflix several years ago that was about a murderous tire.
Oh, I know that one.
Yeah.
See, that's like the horror comedy shit I'm into. I'm down with that.
Yeah, but it was like a literal.
Watch the whole thing.
No, I couldn't. It was so bad. It was literally a tire that was murdering a tire, like a tire from a car that was like murdering people.
Wasn't there a movie about sheep that did that, like murdering sheep?
I was about to fucking say that. I was about
that was a good movie.
It's
the
called
one
Black
with Hugh
Sheep.
Jackman.
It's no. It's not Hugh Jackman. Is it? I don't think
Oh, there was just a movie about detective sheep that was very good with Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, that's recent.
No, there's a horror comedy film from New Zealand called Black Sheep. I highly recommend you see it if you haven't. It's about zombie sheep who like these sheep, like literally they have practical effects and they turn into zombies and go around trying to murder the people. It's fucking amazing.
Have you seen Sharknado?
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Dude, it's just fucking hilarious.
So many
practical
things.
effects is so good.
Oh my god.
Sharknado is about a tornado of sharks that goes around killing people. It's literally a tornado of sharks. It's great.
It's so bad that they made like 5 more.
Yeah.
Funny.
Or Hobo with a Shotgun. You guys ever see Hobo with a Shotgun?
Fuck.
Oh yeah.
It's a movie. It is.
Bum fights.
There's also the space Nazi movie where there was a secret Nazi base on the dark side of the moon, and they never got the heads up that the war was over.
That's an actual conspiracy theory. Yeah, no, it is. It is. Yeah, no, it is.
Wait, did you guys see that movie Moonfall? About the moon being hollow?
Yeah, that was all right. Wait, that was all right. I kind of like that one.
Good movie.
I mean, no, I'm just so surprised that, I mean, that's been like a big conspiracy theory in like the depths of conspiracy theory land, that the moon is hollow and that's why it's like so perfectly spaced and this, that, or the other, like that it's like actually been a built object.
Well, right, but isn't it supposed to be like the like the density of it is like kind of mysterious?
Yeah, no, there's look, we know that the moon is not hollow. Like, we've taken satellite images of the moon and like we can see, because like we take satellite images of the planet Earth all the time, and we've sent several satellites to the moon to take the same satellite images that we've taken of Earth, where we can see deeply into the core of the Earth through those satellite images. We know the moon is not hollow and it's not full of birds. You know what I mean? Like it's just a piece of
real. It can't be full of birds.
That was random. Birds, not full of birds.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, birds are so fucking weird. Dude.
No, except for the spy birds.
Have you guys learned about that? You know, crows, like, once, if a crow dies, they will investigate how the crow died and then tell the rest of the crows, like, what to watch out for. Like, they communicate at a level and, like, organize at a level that is actually so creepy.
Well,
Yeah,
they have facial recognition.
yeah, dude, I'm telling you, crows are secretly running geopolitics. I don't think it's a squirrels anymore.
Seriously, and honestly, no, the crows are the new squirrels for sure. And I have a red-tailed hawk that lives in my tree in the backyard because it used to live in the bigger tree next door, but the crows kicked it out, and these motherfuckers just run the show. Like, they'll be like standing in the middle of the street and like I'll just stop. I'm like, look at the size of that motherfucker. And they'll just stare me down like, what are you gonna do?
Dude,
like,
I tell my
fuck
cat
with it.
I tell my cat sometimes that she shouldn't fuck with the birds because one day the crows will come get her.
Period, dude.
Because she does. She like fucks with birds now, and I would keep telling her like, don't fuck with the birds.
Well, no, but HR, do you know about the study that they did about the with the rubber mask? Like, basically,
yeah. That's where I read this. That's where I learned about the fact that they can facially recognize, and they tell, because they even tell like later generations of birds about the thing to watch out for. Like, so when like they killed, like they had a dead crow, and then they wore these masks, and then later generations of these same crows knew about these masks because these masks have been associated with the death of a crow. Like, it's absolutely wild.
Yeah. Basically, anyone who doesn't know, basically they did a test where they would have a person with a rubber mask stand next to a dead crow, and the crow would recognize it. And then later on, other people would come by, stand next to it, and it would do nothing. And then the guy with the mask, someone else with the mask on, would come by and stand next to it, and it would start cawing at it because it recognized the facial pattern.
Yeah.
That's crazy. They bring gifts too. Like, if they like you, they bring you presents.
Yeah, and a group of crows is called a murder.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Just
Whoever came up with that was fucking based.
Yeah. You know, a group of owls is called a parliament.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yeah, it's cute. All right, guys, I gotta go to bed. I gotta wake up and go to work.
No.
Good night, heuristic.
Good night, guys.
Bye.
Yeah, you guys are boring. I'd probably go too. I've been on too fucking long today.
We've been talking and nobody's been tapping. You're only like at 3,400.
Well, that explains a lot.
Sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. I'll probably go crash too.
Oh, I sent you a video.
Me?
Yeah, I can't remember which one it was, but I watched one today. This guy was in Ohio near Columbus, and he was showing he goes, okay, this is the beginning. And he shows us the beginning of the AI data center where they're building. And he's driving down the road, and he's going 40 miles an hour. And the video lasts like 10 minutes, and it's just enormous, and all kinds of bunkers built on it. And he's like, he doesn't know what those are for. And yeah, it was really, it's freaking me out.
I'll have to check it out.
I don't know if that's the one I sent you or not. I sent it. I saved it in case anybody wanted to see it, but
did you post it in Gen Chan? Or?
No, I don't think I did. I was gonna, because it was about Ohio, so I was gonna send it to CT. Maybe that's who I sent it to.
Oh yeah, because I don't remember getting anything from you. I was just I don't see anything from you.
No, I did post something in.
Yeah, somebody said something about you posting something. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention. I apologize, but I am gonna go to bed. You guys have a good night too.
Yep. Later.